Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356. Chris Rossetti here to tell you a little bit about All-American Awards and Engraving in Chippenville. When I first met Jim Carroll in 2006, All-American Awards and Engraving was just getting started. Since then, the company has grown into the area's premier shop for embroidery, screen printing, and engraving, graphic design work, and personalized gift ideas. As Jim has always said, they'll put almost anything on almost everything, and they really do mean that. Give them a call today at 814-782-6264.
For over 25 years, Venango Machinery Equipment and Appraisals has specialized in used heavy construction equipment and drilling equipment sales, handling such brands as John Deere, Caterpillar, Case, Hitachi, Komatsu, Bomag, Dresser, JCB, and others. In addition, we also have the knowledge and expertise to specialize in various service rigs and cable tool drill rigs, offer oil sampling analysis, and provide equipment and inventory appraisals. Let us help you save time and stretch your money as far as it will go. Visit us online at venangoequipment.com or give us a call at 814-677-6724.
Hi, this is Chris Rossetti from D9and10sports.com. If you're like me, you may have experienced some aches and pains like a sore back, a stiff neck, or a wonky knee. Well, I've got the place for you. The Rehab Center with 6 convenient locations, including in Brookville, Clarion, and Katanning, is the place to go. The friendly staff and knowledgeable doctors will get you back in the game quicker than quick. I know, I've been going to them since 2009. So the next time your back, neck, knee, shoulder, or anything else acts up, call them for an appointment at 724-478-1501. Swift Kennedy & Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy & Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy & Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of High School Football on D9and10sports.com. Tonight's edition powered by the Smethport Collision and Smethport Garage. Smethport Collision and Smethport Garage offer a variety of cosmetic and mechanical repairs for your vehicles, from auto body repair, oil changes, battery replacements, to inspections and more. Find out more at smethportcollision.wixsite. That's WIXSITE.com, or call them today at 814-887-5649. That's 814-887-5649. Chris Rossetti here alongside Andy Close in Smethport, Pennsylvania, getting ready for high school football playoff style in District 9 Class 1A. The Smethport Hubbers are hosting the Curwensville Golden Tide. Curwensville comes in as the 6th seed with a record of 6-3 on the field. They're technically 6-4. They had to forfeit a game because of COVID situation, but overall they are a 6-3 football team. Smethport comes in at 7 wins and 2 losses. As we get ready to go inside the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg pregame show, Andy, it's always good to have playoff football going on.
Yeah, Chris, we made it, right? We made it through the regular season. It was a great one. There was lots of excitement. It's hard to believe it's here already. It seems like I say that every year, though. It goes so quick. And but we're here now. We're in the playoffs. We got playoff weather. It's cold. It's chilly, but a clear night. So we should be good weather-wise. And you can feel the intensity in the air. It's playoff football. We're excited to bring it to you. I know everyone here is excited as well.
Yeah, we are here on the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg pregame show. The Allegheny Grill will come where you come for the food and you stay for the view. Check them out online at AlleghenyGrill.com. Drive to the game today, brought to you by the Warren Tire Center. Warren Tire Center. Make sure you get to the game in comfort and safety. Check them out online at WarrenTire.com. Hey, before we get too far along, we had a chance to sit down with both head coaches here. Andy did before the game, and they gave their perspective on what to expect tonight. We will start with Curwensville head coach Jim Thompson.
All right, here with Curwensville coach Jim Thompson. And coach, first of all, congratulations on getting to this point. And how would you assess your season and getting here?
It's definitely built and progressed to be a pretty competitive team. That's all our goal was to get better every week and every day. So we've definitely done that, and I think we're peaking at the right time.
And, you entered a new league this year. How was that transition?
It was different. We're scouting everybody for the first time, and a lot of teams we hadn't played in 20-plus years. So it was challenging on the coaching staff, but the competition, playing a lot of AA schools, I feel like has prepared us for games like this, and I think it was worth it.
And what's your preparation been like getting ready for this game tonight?
Our guys have been locked in. We've been out of the playoffs for 2 years, so this moment's kind of been building for 2 years, and I feel like our kids are ready for that and are locked into play.
And have you gotten a sense of just how excited they are for this moment?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You can feel it leak in throughout practice. It just felt a little different.
And what do you think biggest keys for you guys to come away with a win here tonight?
Same things as always. Execute offensively, doing your job, and defensively, being physical and tackling.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for taking a moment with us, and best of luck tonight.
All right, thanks.
Special thanks there to Jim Thompson joining Andy. Now it's time for Smethport head coach Adam Jack's take on tonight's game.
Here with Smethport coach Adam Jack. And Adam, first of all, congratulations on getting to this point.
Oh, thank you very much.
Familiar spot for you guys, home playoff game. How would you assess your season?
Well, I mean, we're here in the playoffs, so I would have to characterize it as successful so far.
And what's preparation been like as you've gotten ready for Curwensville?
The kids have been upbeat. It was definitely a boost getting Noah back this week. So the kids are ready to go, and looking forward to tonight picking up Curwensville.
Is there any extra scouting that goes on, given that you don't have any common opponents with them this season?
Well, both teams I thought were good about exchanging film this week, so we've got everything we need to be prepared tonight.
And as you look at them, what will be the biggest keys for you guys?
Well, offensively, we had to be able to handle their 2 outside receivers, 2 and 7. And also, 14's got 9.3 yards a carry. So, we're always looking to shut down the run and then handle their big playmakers on the outside. So, that'll be the main thing there. Defensively, they're aggressive. We got 2 really good safeties. So, we'll be looking to establish the run, of course, and do what we do on the ground.
Do they remind you of anyone you've seen this year?
A little bit, I guess, like maybe Keystone in some regards.
And what you talked about getting Noah back. Just what does he? I mean, we see the numbers, we see everything, but intangibly, what does he mean to this football team?
Well, like I said earlier, he just elevates everybody's play, gives everybody a boost of confidence so that we can go out there and get the job done tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Number 75.
No, you don't do anything. Back here, thanks to Adam Jack for that. We will step aside here for a couple of sponsor thanks yous, and then when we come back, we'll have Andy's keys to the game and our players to watch. You're watching high school football on D9 and 10sports.com, powered by Smethport Garage and Smethport Collision.
Smethport Collision and Garage upholds the high standards on which it was founded nearly 100 years ago. Smethport Collision, located at 107 South Mechanic Street, and Smethport Garage, located at 109 Hill Street, are conjoined businesses run by the finest employees who we consider family and who are dedicated to offering the best services for you and your family. Smethport Collision and Garage offers a variety of cosmetic and mechanical repairs for your vehicle, from auto body repair, oil changes, battery replacement, to inspections and more. Find out more at smethportcollision.wixsite.com or call them today at 814-887-5649.
The next time you have a project that needs done, call Boots Construction at 814-598-8893. Boots Construction is a full-service, honest, reliable contractor offering quality products at competitive pricing. Call 814-598-8893 or send them a message on Facebook at facebook.com/bootsconstruction.com.
Hobbs Landscaping in Eldred, PA has been servicing properties in 4 counties, McKean and Potter in Pennsylvania, as well as Cattaraugus and Allegheny in New York for the past 12 years. Hobbs Landscaping can do it all for you. Contact Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549 today for a free estimate. Once again, call Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549.
52 goals back. Linebacker and left guard.
Back here at Smethport High School, getting ready for Curwensville versus Smethport in the District 9 Class 1A playoffs inside the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg pregame show. It is time for our players to watch, brought to you by All-American Awards and Engraving. All-American Awards and Engraving can put almost anything on almost everything. Check them out online at allamericanhq.com.
Yeah, Chris, for Smethport, I'm not going to get too complicated here. It's Noah Lent. He missed their loss to Countersport with an injury, but he's healthy now. And, as he goes, especially offensively, so goes this Hubbard's team. They had trouble moving the ball when he wasn't on the field. So, it's not just what he does from an athletic standpoint, but it's the intangibles he brings to this football team too. It's just a different energy, I think, when he's on the field. So, he's going to be key for Smethport today, as he's been all season, obviously. And then for Curwensville, I'm going to go with Ty Terry, their leading receiver on the season. Look for him. I think if Curwensville wants to win tonight, he's going to have to bust a big play or two. So I think he will be very key, and how Smethport defends him will be key as well.
No question. It looks like we're getting ready here for the national anthem. The high school band will play it. I'll have Andy put his microphone out, and hopefully we'll be able to get the national anthem for you.
And they're rushing. Only one other player has rushing TDs.
National anthem. No, that was a little difficult to pick up, but you deal with what you deal with, and they were kind of over to the side there, Andy. But we did get that national anthem. You got into the Curwensville players to watch yet before we went to the national?
Ty Terry again. He's their leading receiver. I think in order for them to win tonight, he's going to have to make a big play or two in the passing game. Obviously, with McGarry, a quarterback, 2,000 yards passer, those two have an excellent rapport. So look for that tonight for the Golden Tide.
And it's now time for our keys to the game, brought to you by the Rehab Center. With 7 locations to serve you, including in Brookville and Clarion. Check them out online at therehabcenters.com. That's the old English spelling of centers, CENTRES.
Yeah, for Curwensville, and this is going to sound obvious, I get it, but limit the big plays from Noah Lent. He's going to get his 6, his 7, his 8-yard runs. Don't let him bust free in the open field. Contain, contain, contain. If they can limit the big play, and he's had a lot of them this year, and I understand it's easier said than done, their chances of winning go up exponentially. Keep him contained as best you can. Don't let him get in the open field as best you can. I think make them go on long, sustained drives. And for Smethport, I think it's to make Curwensville one-dimensional. I know this is a team that likes to throw the football, but if you can shut down that run and force them to exclusively throw the ball, I think Smethport has shown that they have a good secondary this year. So I think if you get into a situation like that, especially if Smethport gets a lead, it's a big advantage for the Hubs.
Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by the Rehab Center with 7 locations to serve you, including in Clarion and Katanning, as the teams are going through the ceremonial coin toss situation here. And as we wait for all the instructions to be given again, not sure why we have to give these instructions like 7 times, but
Yeah.
Giving the instructions again. Adam Jack's out there. Smethport has won the toss. They have declined. They have deferred. Curwensville will, I would assume here, elect to receive, and they will defend the end zone going to our left. So Smethport wins the toss. They defer. Curwensville will start with the football.
Yep, and we're just about ready to go here. It's playoff football again. You can feel the excitement in the air. It's playoff football. It's playoff weather. It's 2 good football teams. Again, Curwensville we haven't seen as much this year because of them switching leagues, but certainly excited for this one. It should be a great ball game here tonight.
No question, as the teams get into their huddles and get ready for the kickoff here. Take a moment to talk about our first quarter sponsor. I'll let Andy do that.
Yeah, our first quarter sponsor is Venango Machinery Equipment and Appraisals. For over 25 years, they have specialized in used heavy construction equipment and drilling equipment sales. They also have the knowledge and expertise to specialize in various service rigs and cable tool drill rigs, and they also offer oil sampling analysis and provide equipment and inventory appraisals. Find out more at venangoequipment.com, located on Moody Run Road in Oil City.
So as we get ready to start here, Noah Lent will kick it off for the Hubbers. Back deep, numbers 22, that is Andrew Fryer, along with Thad Butler, number 14, and Ty Terry. Kickoff is to the 11-yard line, where it is taken by Butler. He goes straight up the middle, makes the first couple men miss, and he'll get out over the 35-yard line, which is where they will, where the Hubbers will put the ball, the Golden Tide will put the ball in play.
All right, Chris, so here we go.
So they will set it right at the 35-yard line. It'll be Dan McGarry at quarterback. He'll come into the shotgun, twins to each side. He looks to throw, throws quickly. It's over there to Jake Mullins, and Mullins is going to have about 5 or 6 yards on the play.
And look again for those short, quick passes. This is a good Smethport pass rush. So look for McGarry to get the ball out of his hands quickly tonight, like he just did there.
So they'll put it down actually at about the 38-yard line. So pickup of 3 on the play. So after the 3-yard pickup, it'll be second down here for Smethport. Here's a quick handoff. Coming to the right side is Ty Terry. I'm sorry, that's Thad Butler, and Butler's going to have a first down across midfield inside of Curwensville territory to about the 47-yard line. That's Acosta's Ace Hardware first down.
And that was a perfect play call for the Golden Tide. Smethport expecting pass, brought the blitz. They bring the run to the outside. Perfectly designed play against that blitz.
So that's a pickup of 15 on the play. It'll be first down and 10 at the 47-yard line of Smethport for Curwensville against first down. So they're going to go single receivers to each side, a wing back. Now they put Terry in motion. Back to throw is McGarry. He throws incomplete. That was intended for Ty Terry.
Yep, again, Lent and Travis Cooney in coverage there over the middle did a nice job there of denying Terry. And you can bet that's a point of emphasis with the Smethport defense tonight, is knowing where Terry is.
Well, they picked up an entire – oh, there they go. I was going to say they picked up an entire yard in the respot after the incomplete pass. So that is Thad Butler in the backfield next to McGarry. It is second down and 10, just underway. Looking to throw is McGarry. He's got a guy out there. That's Mullins. Mullins has it, and he's out of bounds at about the 29-yard line with another first down for – they're going to put him down right at the 30-yard line, but another big gainer, 17 yards, McGarry to Mullins.
And Mullins, a very good receiver in his own right. I know I've talked a lot about Ty Terry. Mullins, a very good receiver as well. And if he gets one-on-one coverage like that, look for Curwensville to continue to take advantage of that matchup.
So it'll be first down and 10. Another Costa Ace Hardware first down for the Golden Tide. They've got first and 10 at the Smethport 30-yard line. Again, they'll have twin receivers to the right, twins to the left. Butler, the sidecar in the shotgun, is McGarry. He'll take the snap, back to throw. And he is under a duress, and he is sacked there by Travis Cooney.
And Travis, every time we do a Smethport game, I just gush over Travis Cooney. And I'm sorry, I got to do it again. That was, great job of getting in there. He's a kid that just has a nose for the football, and that's a big play for a loss on first down.
Yeah, loss of 7 yards on first down. It'll be second down and 17 now. Again, out of the shotgun with Butler, the sidecar, kind of in the pistol this time. Looking to throw. Going to throw short to Butler. Butler makes one man miss. Avoids a second one, but he is going to be tackled for a loss there by who else? Travis Cooney.
Yep, and again, a couple defenders out there as well. Slowed him down, and Cooney there to clean it up for the tackle. And that's going to be important for Smethport tonight, open field tackling. They did a very good job of it there on that play to set up a third and long.
So that'll bring up a third down and 19 after the loss of 2. Hey, when you get backed up, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion to get you moving again. Check them out online at lutonsplumbing.com.
The Golden Tide taking their time here.
So they check with the sideline. They don't huddle, but they don't necessarily go fast. They put change a guy, that's Colin Jacobson. So they go trips to the left. Looking to throw is McGarry. Throws it over that way, and it's too high for Jake Mullins, and it'll bring up a fourth down and 19. And it'll be interesting to see if Curwensville decides to go for it, or will they play the field position game.
Looks like they're going to punt. I was going to say, this is an area of the field where you usually go for it. When you have to pick up 19 yards, obviously that changes the thinking there a little bit, and they're going to try and pin Smethport deep here.
Well, they've got a great special team, something we didn't really talk about in the pregame, Andy. Jake Mullins, one of the best kickers, if not the best kicker. I'd argue the best kicker in District 9.
Yeah, and arguably one of the best in the state as well.
So they're going to punt from the 39. Ogden and I do believe that's Mason back deep for Smethport. That punt is out, and that punt is deep, and taking it and then muffing it at the 7-yard line is Mason, but he has some room, and he's going to be out over the 20 to about the 25-yard line. So he took that at what, Andy? About the 7-yard line.
Yeah, and again, that's a great job by Mason. Didn't panic when he muffed it a little bit, knew he had time, corralled it, was able to get upfield and get a nice little return out of that. So Smethport, the 25-yard line, I think Curwensville was hoping to probably pin him inside the 15, but this is not bad field position at all for the Hubs.
So 9:40 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score between Smethport and Curwensville. Noah Lett back in at quarterback after missing the game 2 weeks ago in a 6-0 loss to Coudersport. Lett will keep it himself over the right side. He doesn't get much, maybe a yard or so on the play.
Yep, and that's going to be key for Curwensville tonight, is reading that whether Lent, fakes the handoff, gives the handoff, you can bet that was a point of emphasis for Curwensville this week. And on the opening offensive play for Smethport, they do a good job.
Yeah, they hold Lent to a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9. 9 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Lent out of the gun with Mason, and is that Pelche back there with him?
That is Pelche.
So handoff is going to go to Pelche. He's got some room up over the 30 where he will be taken down by Andrew Fryer.
Yep, and it sets up a 3rd and medium for Smethport.
Just on this side of the 30, so we'll call it the 31. Brings up 3rd down and a long 4 for the Hubbers on their first drive of the game. Two wideouts to each side. Do you believe that's Pelche back there with Lent? Lent's going to keep it himself, looking for room. He's dragging a handful. It's going to depend on the mark. I think they're going to give it to him.
Yep, he got it.
They're going to say he got over the 35 to about the 36-yard line for the first down. That is Acosta's Ace Hardware first down for the Hubbers.
And Curwensville came with the blitz there as well, interestingly enough, on 3rd and 4. And Lent able to elude the linebacker there coming on the blitz, picking up just enough yardage for the first down and keeping the chains moving here on the opening drive for the Hubs.
So that'll bring up a 1st down and 10 at the 35 for Smethport. They're going to go with splits behind Lent in the shotgun, or next to Lent in the shotgun. That's Pelche and Mason. And the handoff is to Pelche, and Pelche's got some room. He's over the 40, the 45, the 50, the 45, down the sideline, the 40, breaks a tackle at the 35. He's inside the 30, close to the 25-yard line. Great run there by Ryan Pelche.
Yep, and again, the first big splash play of the game, it's not from Noah Lent, it's from Pelche. And that's a big shot in the arm for Smethport if they get that from him tonight. And, I didn't see who it was, but there was a Curwensville defender that had a chance to – I didn't get a number. I had a chance to make a play there in the backfield, missed the tackle, and Pelche was off to the races.
It's a 39-yard gain to the 26-yard line of Curwensville on the big run there on first down by Ryan Pelche. Pelche will remain as the solo back in the pistol. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Noah Lent about 3 or 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Lent's going to keep it himself. He's got some room. He's over the 20. He's inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line as entering the Hamlin Bank and Trust red zone are the Smethport Hubbers.
Yep, and Lent, a great read there from Lent. That Curwensville looked like had the play to the running back sniffed out. He pulls it back, takes off around the outside, picks up a nice little chunk of yardage.
They're going to put that ball down right at the 15-yard line, where it's another Costa's Ace Hardware first down for the Hubbers on the pickup of 11 by Noah Lent. So now he'll have 2 backs behind him. It's almost like a shotgun pro formation, as he's got Pelche to his right and Mason to his left. 2 receivers to the left. He looks to throw. Looks down. He takes off. He's hit. Escapes the first one. Now he outruns a defense. Now he's got a guy open. The pass is complete. It is complete down there to Aiden McKean. Inside the 5 at about the 1-yard line.
Yep, just short of the goal line. And again, a great job by Lent extending the play. And a great job by McKean, breaking off his route there. Saw his quarterback scrambling. Came back to him, made a really nice play to set up a goal-to-go situation for the Hubs.
So it's 1st and goal at the 1 for Smethport. Lent's going to go under center now in the I formation. Pelche is the fullback, Mason the tailback. And Lent's going to try to keep it himself. Does he have enough to get into the end zone? We're waiting for the signal. He does. It's a touchdown for the Smethport Hubbers. That's a Boots Construction touchdown. That touchdown drive was built by Boots Construction, a full-service, honest, reliable contractor offering quality products at competitive pricing.
Yeah, and again, the big play on that drive, the long run by Pelche to get the ball deep inside of Curwensville territory. And that's exactly what you want if you're Smethport.
So 6:17 on the clock. It's a 7-play, 75-yard drive, 3 minutes and 23 seconds to do it. Now Lent on to try the extra point. Snap is there. It's a little high. The hold is down. Lent's kick is up. Lent's kick is no good. It looked good, but it went right. And so with 6:17 to play here in quarter number one, it is 7-0 in favor of, or 6-0 in favor of Smethport. We'll be right back after this message.
At Costa Ace Hardware in Smethport, we know you build your projects with the same pride and dedication that the Smethport Hubbers build their team. That's why we have all the supplies you need to make your project a success. Costa's Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of Smethport Hubbers Athletics. Contact Costa's Ace Hardware at 814-887-5542.
Back here after the 1-yard touchdown run by Noah Lent has given the Smethport Hubbers a 6-0 lead here in the first quarter with 6:17 to play in the quarter.
Yep, and again, what you saw there from Smethport is a lot of 3-4 yard runs, and that's what they want to do: pound, 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 and then pop a nice long run there, and that's exactly what Pelche did. And pitcher perfect drive to start the game offensively for Smethport.
Score update: Port Allegany 8-0 over Keystone halfway through the first quarter. So Lent to kick off here with Smethport leading 6-0. Or actually, it's Pelche or Lent kicking off. It is Pelche kicking off this time, and Pelche's kickoff will be fielded at about the 16-yard line by Ty Terry. Terry looking for some room. He's got some, hurdles a guy and gets out close to the 40-yard line.
Boy, Ty Terry looking a little bit like Saquon Barkley or Najee Harris with that little hurdle. Able to pick up some extra yardage with it, and setting up Curwensville with very good field position as they begin their second drive of the game here.
So they're going to put him down right at the 40-yard line. What's the time on the clock, Andy?
6:07. As again, Curwensville will come out in the gun.
So it'll be McGarry in the shotgun with Butler the sidecar, 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw. McGarry's looking deep. He's looking for Mullins. There is Ogden, and I think Ogden's intercepted the football. He has. Alex Ogden with the interception for Smethport at the Smethport 35-yard line.
And again, McGarry sees one-on-one coverage. He's just going to say, hey, I think my receiver can beat you. But the ball was a little bit underthrown. Ogden made a great adjustment to it. And, the first big defensive play of the game goes the way of Smethport as well. But you see what McGarry was reading there, just wasn't executed, and a better play by Ogden.
So that change of possession brought to you by Hobbs's Landscaping. You'll never have to worry about losing the ball when you use Hobbs's Landscaping in Eldred. So first down and 10 for Smethport. 5:58 to play here in quarter number one. Lent out of the pistol formation. He's going to turn and he's going to hand it to Pelche, and Pelche's going to pick his way out to about the 38-yard line or so.
Yeah, and again, that's something you're going to see a lot of from Smethport tonight. Just those short, sustained runs.
So pickup of 3 by Ryan Pelche. Second down and 7 here for Smethport. This time they'll go 2 sidecars. Pelche's to the left, Mason to the right, receivers to each side. Lent in the shotgun. Takes the snap, and then there's a flag. I think we're going to get a false start. We do. It's a false start on Smethport.
So our first flag of the game with 5:12 to go in the opening quarter.
They're going to mark it back to the 33-yard line, where it'll bring up a
2nd and 12.
Thank you, Andy. Down to 5 minutes on a running first quarter clock. Out of the pistol this time with Pelche behind Lent. They put a man in motion. That's Mason. Rolling to his left is Lent, and Lent manages to avoid and break a couple tackles and get out to about the 41-yard line.
Yep, that had a nice little stiff arm there as well. I know I've said this several times throughout the course of the season. Everyone understands the athleticism of Noah Lent. And, what people who haven't seen him a lot may come to realize just how physical of a runner he is as well.
They're going to put this ball down right at we'll call it the 41-yard line, just over the 40 at the 41.
And what that does, sets up a third and manageable for Smethport.
It's a third down and a long 4 for the Hubbards. The last time they had this situation, Lent went straight up the middle and got the 4.5 yards for the first down. 2 backs with him in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hands it off, and that is Ryan Mason, and Mason's got room to run. He's at the 40, he's at the 35, the 30, finally drugged down and around the 20-yard line by Jake Mullins, who makes a touchdown-saving tackle for Curwensville.
And I'll tell you what, Cole Zuba had a great block there to spring his running back, give him a big circle on that long run for the Hubs.
So they will mark this right at the 20-yard line, and entering the Hamlin Bank and Trust red zone are the Smethport Hubbards. It's time to put money in the bank when you enter the Hamlin Bank and Trust red zone. Locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, and Olean, New York. Check them out online at hamlinbank.com. So inside the Hamlin Bank red zone at exactly the 20-yard line are the Hubbards as Noah Lent in the shotgun with Mason and Pelche. Pelche's to his left, Mason to his right, 2 receivers far to the right. Handoff goes to Pelche. Pelche's got some room, and it quickly is cut off by Colin Jacobson after a gain of about 3 to about the 17.
Yeah, talk about open field tackling. Jacobson with a nice play there, and if he doesn't make that play, there's room to run, and he has the edge. So nice play there by Jacobson.
17 or the 16, Andy?
Looks to be the 17.
He'll be at the Curwensville 17-yard line, 2nd down and 7. Here for Smethport, down to just 3 minutes to go on a running first quarter clock. Down to 5 on the play clock, or 6 on the play clock. Play clock's down to 4. Puts a man in motion. Lent's going to keep it himself, looking for some room. He's got some. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown. Smethport, Noah Lent. But there's a flag down at the 15-yard line. This is going to be coming back. It's going to be a hold on Smethport that's going to take that Noah Lent touchdown off the board.
So I don't want to say a break, because it was definitely a hold. So
they're going to mark it from the 15. So you'll give Lent the run to the 15, and then they'll have the penalty on the play.
So second penalty of the drive for Smethport. This one takes a touchdown off the board.
So it's a holding call on the Hubbards. That'll move it back to the 25-yard line. To the 25. Where it'll be 2nd down and 15.
2nd and 15 for the Hubs.
So now they'll go with the single back in the pistol. That is Mason. Lent out of the gun, looks to throw. Looking. He's going to throw it. Throwing towards the end zone, making a nice adjustment and catching it for the touchdown is that number 8, Andy?
That's Higley. Yep.
That is Brandon Higley in the end zone for the touchdown. So one play after having a touchdown erased off the board, Noah Lent throws the 25-yard touchdown pass to Brandon Higley.
Yep, and again, here we have a situation. Lent reading one-on-one coverage. He has his top receiver out one-on-one in space. Higley he puts it up there for grabs, and Higley makes a great adjustment on the ball. Touchdown, not complicated.
So a 6-play, 65-yard drive for the Hubbards, and they are going to go for 2, it looks like. So they're going to go for 2. In the pistol, it's Pelche behind Lent. 2 receivers in tight to the left, 2 far to the right. Lent looks things over. Now he puts Mason in motion. Looks to throw. Now he's going to run. He's running towards the corner. Now he's going to throw the ball towards the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. So the 2-point conversion pass is no good. But with 2:27, I think. Is that what it says, Andy?
Yep,
Andy can see the clock better than I can.
2:27.
It is 12-0 in favor of Smethport. You're watching high school football on D9 and 10 sports.com.
When you have a dumpster rental need, look no further than McCann Trucking. McCann Trucking is located along the Route 6 corridor and can be reached at 814-598-8644. They offer 3 sizes of dumpsters, 30-yard, 15-yard, and a dump trailer that is rated for 5 tons or 17 yards. McCann Trucking in Smethport wants to wish the Hubbers good luck tonight. Like them on Facebook at facebook.com/MCKAN Trucking.
Back here, it's 12-0 in favor of Smethport with 2:27 to play in quarter number 1. First quarter brought to you by Venango Machinery Equipment and Appraisal. So Ryan Pelchi will kick off again. Back deep, Butler, Terry, and Fryer for Curwensville. Ball is kicked on the ground, and it's taken by the up man at about the 45-yard line. That is Michael Sudica on the recovery.
Yeah, not sure if that was by design or not, but nevertheless, it sets up Curwensville with good starting field position once again. I believe they started their last drive at the 40. They'll start this one at the 45.
Hey, time go off the clock, Andy. 2 seconds, 2:25 to play. Here in quarter number 1, 12-0 in favor of Smethport. Out of the gun is McGarry. He's going to keep it himself this time. Tries to go up the middle. He'll get a few yards as he fights out towards about the 48, 49-yard line.
And I like that call. It keeps the defense honest. You're not just going to spread the ball out and throw it in that formation. McGarry showing some good strength there and picks up close to 4 yards. It is 4 yards.
So it'll be 2nd down and 6 from the 49 for the Golden Tide. They've had some wild games this year where they've come back from deficits, Andy. So definitely down 12-0 isn't something that's going to phase them at all.
I was going to say not a big deal at all for them. They're capable of putting up points in a hurry.
McGarry looks to throw. Now he steps to the right. Now he's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Sacked by...
Is that Cooney?
That's Travis Cooney. Of course it is.
we should have known better. Travis Cooney with his 2nd sack of the ball game.
All the way back at the 40-yard line.
Yeah. And what happened was McGarry scrambled and, was looking to get rid of it. I just, don't think he had anyone open.
So it's now 3rd down and 15. When you get backed up, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Get you moving again. Check them out online at lutonsplumbing.com. So 3rd down and 15 for Curwensville here at their own 40-yard line after Travis Cooney's 2nd sack of the game. McGarry out of the gun, looks to throw. Under pressure. Now he's going to let it fly deep. He's got a man open. It's Ty Terry on his fingertips. He's at the 10. He's tackled inside the 10-yard line. Ty Terry catches it on his fingertips for the big gainer for the Curwensville Golden Tide.
And again, there's Terry talked about it in the pregame that he was going to have to make some big plays tonight for Curwensville to win. There's one right there on 3rd and long, and came against Smethport brought pressure again, and that time the Golden Tide made him pay.
They're going to put the ball down just inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. So that is a pickup of 51 yards from McGarry to Terry. Great catch by Terry off the fingertips.
Yeah, it sure was.
So McGarry now with a fullback and a tailback. He's going to pitch it to Butler. Butler with that speed. He's at the 5. He's into the end zone for a touchdown, but there's a flag down back at the 10-yard line.
This one's coming back. It's a hold.
And it's going to be a holding call on Curwensville. So now each team has had a touchdown erased by holding calls.
And, I think both of them were the correct calls. You get that's tough blocking on the outside, especially when you get receivers blocking on the outside one-on-one in space against the defensive back. That's not an easy block to make. And we've seen twice now holds get called.
So they're going to bring this all the way back to the 20-yard line. So it's an 11-yard penalty. And it'll bring up 2nd down and goal from the 20. Second and goal from the 20 for Curwensville, down to 22 seconds to play here in the first quarter. McGarry in the gun with Butler, the sidecar. Receivers to each side, 2 receivers to each side, excuse me. McGarry looking to throw. He's looking for Mullins. Mullins is there, and it's off his fingertips, incomplete. He had Ogden beat.
Man. Yes, he did. And Mullins looks like he's shaken up a little bit on the play, slow to get to his feet. And good sportsmanship there.
Mullins limping, and I mean that would be major for Curwensville, because once again brings that special teams presence that could be huge in this game.
Yeah, and again, they're well within his range right now.
They are, and so it could change everything depending on the significance of that as he's trying to stretch it out there on the far sideline. It'll be second down and goal from the 20. They're going to send Butler now out into that position that Mullins had, and they're going to bring Jacobson into Butler's position in the backfield. Just down to 16 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Looking to throw. McGarry looks for the guy out there. He's got a guy. There's going to be a flag. That's going to be pass interference, as knocking down Andrew Fryer was Aiden McKean. That's a good call over there on the far side.
It is a good call. And what we're seeing, and that's not unlike what we've seen this year, is Smethport trusts their defensive backs, and they should. They're very good. Bringing pressure once again on that play and putting their corners out on an island. But these Curwensville receivers are very good as well. And that time, was that McKean?
Yeah, that was McKean over there. That would be a half the distance penalty, I do believe. So it should move the ball to the 10-yard line. It is not an automatic first down in high school football. So it'll be a second down and goal at the 10-yard line now of Smethport.
I know, folks, those pass interference calls, you have to different in high school than they are in college or they are in the NFL.
Now, it's a 15-yarder like in college, but no automatic first down with it, and it's half the distance because it was at the 20 or inside. It would have been 15 yards normally, but half the distance because of where the line of scrimmage was to begin with. So second and goal here at the 10. McGarry's going to try to keep it himself. He's got some room, and then he's met and tackled by Travis Cooney at about the 7-yard line, and that should do it for the first quarter. It will, as the first quarter comes to an end with the Smethport Hubbers holding the 12-0 lead. You're watching high school football on D9 and 10sports.com. At the end of one quarter of play, it is Smethport 12, Curwensville 0. The Golden Tide are driving. High school football on D9 and 10sports.com tonight, brought to you by Smethport Collision and Smethport Garage.
Smethport Collision and Garage upholds the high standards on which it was founded nearly 100 years ago. Smethport Collision, located at 107 South Mechanic Street, and Smethport Garage, located at 109 Hill Street, are conjoined businesses run by the finest employees who we consider family and who are dedicated to offering the best services for you and your family. Smethport Collision and Garage offers a variety of cosmetic and mechanical repairs for your vehicle, from auto body repair, oil changes, battery replacement, to inspections and more. Find out more at smethportcollision.wixsite.com or call them today at 814-887-5649.
The next time you have a project that needs done, call Boots Construction at 814-598-8893. Boots Construction is a full-service, honest, reliable contractor offering quality products at competitive pricing. Call 814-598-8893 or send them a message on Facebook at facebook.com/bootsconstruction.com.
Hobbs Landscaping in Eldred, PA has been servicing properties in 4 counties, McKean and Potter in Pennsylvania, as well as...
So back here at Smethport, start of the second quarter, it's going to be third down and goal from the 8-yard line as they put it down at the 8 to start the quarter. Looking to throw is McGarry. Now he's going to run, and he's headed for the end zone. Touchdown! Dan McGarry, 8-yard touchdown run.
A great answer there by Curwensville, and a great read by McGarry. That middle of the field just opened up, and he recognized it right away, took off right away, and the result is 6 for the Golden Tide. A nice answer by Curwensville after getting down 2 scores early.
So big touchdown run there for Curwensville. They're going to line up for the extra point. Mullins looks like he's okay here to kick the extra point.
Good to see.
So Mullins on to kick the extra point to get Curwensville within 5 here. They trail 12-6 right now. 7 seconds into the second quarter. Now we've got a lot of whistles. It's going to be an offside call on Smethport. Will that change what Curwensville does?
I don't know. I just think if you have a kicker, that's automatic.
I don't know though, because now you're at the 2-yard line and you're at the 1-yard line, and
no, they're gonna keep Mullins out there to kick it.
So it's going to be a chip shot by an extra yard here for Mullins. The snap is down, kick is up. That kick is good, and it is 12-7 in favor of Smethport. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching high school football on D9and10sports.com.
The next time you have a project that needs done, call Boots Construction at 814-598-8893. Boots Construction is a full-service, honest, reliable contractor offering quality products at competitive pricing. Call 814-598-8893 or send them a message on Facebook at facebook.com/bootsconstruction.com.
Back here after the touchdown run by Dan McGarry and the extra point by Jake Mullins, and Curwensville back within 5 at 12-7.
And we get to see Mullins' leg on the kickoff for the first time. And again, and you're right, Chris, we probably didn't talk enough about it in the pregame. Having an elite level kicker, in the high school game can be a game changer, and we've seen it for Curwensville this season with Mullins. It just changes the game. When you're able to kick the ball in the end zone, have automatic extra points, and have field goals be a possibility.
Ogden and Mason are back deep for the Hubbers as Mullins will kick off from the left hash. The kick is booted. Taking it at about the 8-yard line is Ogden, and then he tries to hit it to Mason, and the ball's on the ground, and Mason now picks it up, looking for some room. He finds some. He's going to get over the 20. That's a good job there by Ryan Mason. That could have been disastrous for Smethport, and instead it turns into an okay play for the Hubbers.
Yeah, so that's twice now we've seen Mason fumble a return, once on a punt and now on the kickoff, and both times he kept his composure.
Well, that wasn't. I don't know. Would you say that was Mason's fumble, or was that on the handoff?
Yeah, I think it was on the handoff. You're right. But again, a good job of really making a nice return out of it when it could have gone very negatively.
So it'll be first down and 10 at the 25 for Smethport. It'll be Lent in the pistol with Mason and Pelche. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Curwensville has everybody within 1.5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Here's a handoff to Mason, and he'll battle his way out to about the 27 for a pickup of 2.
Yeah, and look for Smethport to read what you just said there with everyone around the line of scrimmage, and eventually that'll, you would think, open things up in the passing. Well, we saw it open things up in the passing game on that last drive with a touchdown. So look for Smethport to maybe go back to the air here.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8 from the 27 for the Hubbers. Lent in the pistol with Pelche. 3 receivers bunched tight to the right, 1 to the left. Turns around and says something to his running back, Pelche, is Noah Lent. He'll take it, and he's going to keep it himself, and he's got some room. He's through. He's at the 45 to 50, only one man to beat. Thad Butler will pull him down at about the 45-yard line of Curwensville. But Noah Lent showing that ability to burst right through the hole for the first down.
Yeah, again, I believe that was Zuba there making a great block to help spring Noah Lent.
That is a 28-yard pickup for Lent.
So Smethport now with the ball, one play with the ball now in Curwensville territory.
That is now 55 yards rushing for Noah Lent. Be first down and 10 at the 45-yard line of Curwensville for Smethport. Lent is going to keep it himself. He's got some room. Nice tackle there. Was that McGarry?
Yes, it was.
It was McGarry making a nice tackle after a gain of almost 5. We'll give him 5, just short of the 40-yard line.
But again, that's not bad if you're Curwensville. What you don't want, like we talked about in the pregame, is what happened on the previous play where Lent gets into the open field. So a nice job of contained there by the Golden Tide defense.
So just shy of the 40. It'll be second down and a long 5. Mason and Pelchi are in the backfield with Lent. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hand off to Pelchi. He's going to be drugged down. Nice job there by Cooper Spencer. Cooper Spencer grabbed a hold of him and wouldn't let go.
Yep, Spencer got there first, and then the great job of gang tackling.
Wait, was that 40 and not 10? I think that was 40, Andy. I take that back. That was, I think, Michael Sudica on that. It's going to be no gain on the play.
Bring up a 3rd and a long 5 for Smethport from the Curwensville
40-yard line.
40.
10, it looked like 10, but when I look back up, there was no 10 on the field. It was a 40, so I'm pretty sure that was the middle linebacker, Sudica, on the tackle. So Lent with Pelchi, a sidecar to his right, 2 receivers to his left. He's going to keep it himself up the middle. He's going to have the first down and more. Drugged down there by Jacobson at about the 36, 37-yard line. We'll see where they put it down officially.
Jacobson looked like he had something to say to Noah Lent after making that tackle.
They will put it down at, what do you call that, the 36, Andy?
I would call that the 31 or 30.
Oh, 31. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. That's
yes.
what I meant. 31-yard line?
Yep.
So up to the 31-yard line of Curwensville with the cost of Ace Hardware. First down goes Noah Lent on a pickup of 9 on the play. So Lent will come out of the pistol again. Pelchi is the near back next to him. He'll hand it to Mason. Mason looking for some room, and Mason is drugged down right at the 30-yard line over there. It is Dan McGarry again with a nice tackle for Curwensville.
And again, McGarry, we see, getting his nose in there, a kid that really seems to have a nose for the football. We talk about Travis Cooney for Smethport has that as well, but McGarry in a couple of tackles here on this drive for Curwensville.
Down to 7:50 on a running second quarter clock. It'll be second down. Probably closer to 8 now. It's hard to tell where that marker is on the far side. It's about the 21.5, I'd say. So out of the gun from the 30 is Lent. Lent will keep it himself, picking his way through. He's going to be tackled at about the 26-yard line. Again, Dan McGarry in on the stop for Curwensville.
There's McGarry again, and that was Seth Sanderson getting a nice block for his quarterback.
And
there.
Put him down at 27-yard line. Call that the 27.
Yeah, that's a 27.
So that'll bring up a third down and 5.5 or so here for Smethport. So third down here for the Hubbers. Showing blitz, and coming on that blitz is Sudica, and the ball is in the hands of Ryan Mason, and Mason fooled me. It's a touchdown for Smethport right up the gut. Yeah, what a job. Did you see that, Eddie?
It was a phenomenal read. Again, Curwensville came on the blitz. Lent saw it, handed the ball off to Mason, and Mason did the rest, going almost uncontested into the end zone there for the Hubs touchdown.
I'll be honest, folks, as you can tell by my call, I was completely fooled. I thought Sudica had Lent in the backfield. Instead,
I think Sudica thought he had Lent for a loss in the backfield as well.
Instead, I look up, and the ball is headed towards the end zone, and it was Ryan Mason with the 28-yard touchdown run, 75-yard drive, another long drive. They're going to go for 2 again. It's going to be Lent with Mason and Pelchi. Lent looking to throw. Throws a dart, but it's broken up there by Ty Terry. And so once again, turned away on the 2-point conversion is Smethport. But with a 6:41 to play here in quarter number 2, it's now 18-7 in favor of the Smethport Hubbers.
Smethport Collision and Garage upholds the high standards on which it was founded nearly 100 years ago. Smethport Collision, located at 107 South Mechanic Street, and Smethport Garage, located at 109 Hill Street, are conjoined businesses run by the finest employees who we consider family and who are dedicated to offering the best services for you and your family. Smethport Collision and Garage offers a variety of cosmetic and mechanical repairs for your vehicle, from auto body repair, oil changes, battery replacement, to inspections and more. Find out more at smethportcollision.wixsite.com or call them today at 814-887-5649.
That Smethport Hubbard touchdown brought to you by McCann Trucking. For all your dumpster needs, give McCann Trucking a call at 814-596-8644.
So a great answer there by Smethport. Curwensville gets on the board. Smethport just doing what they do. A nice sustained drive, one big play or two, and their offense looks really good right now.
Mason will kick off again. This one he'll get down to the 20-yard line where it's picked up by Fryer, and Fryer will get close to the 30. He'll be a little short, but they might put him right at the 30 since they like their
lines.
Yeah, they like their lines.
Where right at the 30
Of course. He was about 2 yards short of the 30 on that return, but they'll give him the 30 because they like their lines.
So with 6:33 to go in the second quarter, that's where Curwensville will take over, trailing now 18-7.
So it'll be first down and 10 from the 30. The handoff will go to Ty Terry. Terry's got some room. He's at the 20. He's at the 35, the 40, over the 45. He loses the football. Does it get out of bounds before Smethport recovers it? I think it does.
It did. Yep.
It did. It rolls out of bounds. So Ty Terry with the big gainer.
Yep, did a nice job. I think it was Keegan Watson, 61, that had a chance at him in the backfield, able to elude that tackle and get to the outside for a big gainer.
It'll go out of bounds at the 46-yard line of Smethport.
Yeah, sometimes you better to be lucky. So first and 10, Curwensville from the Smethport 46. McGarry in the gun, Butler sidecar.
Two receivers of both sides. McGarry looks to throw. He's under intense pressure, and he's sacked. Sacked back there by
Keegan Watson, I believe.
It was Keegan Watson on the sack. Third sack of McGarry in this ball game.
So Watson just missed the tackle on Terry in the backfield in the previous play. This time the diving attempt, and he gets McGarry on the ground, setting up a second and long for Curwensville.
Be a 2nd and 20, as that's a loss of 10 on the play.
And again, those, Curwensville, it seems like they have one of those on every drive where Smethport breaks free for a sack, and it's really, those can be drive killers for sure. McGarry in the gun, Butler sidecar. McGarry back to pass. Screen to Butler. He's got room to run. He's across midfield into Smethport territory. He's going to have enough for the first down. And then some. Butler down the sideline, and he will go the distance. Touchdown, Curwensville. Screen pass from Dan McGarry to Thad Butler, where you have an injured Hubber on the field. And Higley motioning to the trainer to go over there immediately. Not sure who that is down for Smethport, but a big play for Curwensville. And that was a great call against this aggressive Smethport defense. And Butler, what a great run after the catch.
So with the injured Hubbard, we're going to step aside as it's now 18-13 in favor of Smethport.
When you have a dumpster rental need, look no further than McCann Trucking. McCann Trucking is located along the Route 6 corridor and can be reached at 814-598-8644. They offer 3 sizes of dumpsters, 30-yard, 15-yard, and a dump trailer that is rated for 5 tons or 17 yards. McCann Trucking in Smethport wants to wish the Hubbers good luck tonight. Like them on Facebook at facebook.com/MCKAN Trucking.
Gonna go back to another commercial here, folks.
At Costa Ace Hardware in Smethport, we know you build your projects with the same pride and dedication that the Smethport Hubbers build their team. That's why we have all the supplies you need to make your project a success. Costa's Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of Smethport Hubbers Athletics. Contact Costa's Ace Hardware at 814-887-5542.
At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers.
Hobbs Landscaping in Eldred, PA has been servicing properties in 4 counties, McKean and Potter in Pennsylvania, as well as Cattaraugus and Allegheny in New York for the past 12 years. Hobbs Landscaping can do it all for you. Contact Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549 today for a free estimate. Once again, call Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549.
Back here, it is Noah Lent that is the injured Smethport Hubber over at about the 39-yard line. He's sat up at this point in time. We're not sure, not going to try to speculate what happened to him on that play, but needless to say, that would be a huge loss for the Smethport Hubbers if that is their senior quarterback, Noah Lent, and he isn't able to return. Again, he's coming off of an upper body injury, and not 100% sure what happened to him on that play.
Yeah, it was tough to see. It has happened on the far side of the field away from us. So, and Trent Neff, the backup quarterback, warming up on the sideline for the Hubs.
Yeah, they elected to go with Higley in the game. Now Lent's able to get up. He's running off the field, but he's also, would you say, carrying that left arm a little bit?
He definitely is. Yep.
Yeah, it's the left arm he's carrying, but he's not being attended to by a trainer right now. So it is a touchdown for Curwensville. Ty Terry goes 60 yards on the screen pass to get them back within 5. Will they go for 2 here to get within 3? I think that's probably not the right call early in the game, Andy, and especially now that you're not sure of Noah Lent's availability.
I don't like chasing points early in a game, especially when you have a kicker.
That's what they're going to do, though. They're going to go for 2 here. Curwensville's going to go for 2. They've got 3 receivers to the left. Here's McGarry. He's going to run, and there's a flag down. They were that's going to be a false start on the extra point attempt by Curwensville. And now with the 5 yards, I think you kick the extra point now.
I just think when you have a kicker, that's pretty much automatic. I mean, that's such a luxury in high school football. And again, not that, I understand why they originally lined up to go for 2 there, but yeah, if it were me, I'd kick the extra point, and that's what they're going to do now.
So now they're going to bring in Mullins to kick the extra point. It'll be a 25-yard extra point now. Snap is on the ground. Kick is blocked. The kick is blocked by, is that Travis Cooney?
I believe it was.
It was Travis Cooney blocking that extra point. So the extra point is no good. The score remains 18-13 in favor of Smethport here at the 5:24 mark of the second quarter.
Boots, that was a touchdown brought to you by Boots Construction. A full-service, honest, reliable contractor offering quality products at competitive pricing. Call 814-598-8893 or send them a message on Facebook, facebook.com/boots, BOOTES, construction.com. So, little announcer's jinx there. I apologize to Mr. Mullins. There was a low snap. The holder had to pick it up off the ground there, and that definitely affected that play.
So Mullins will kick it off from the 40 here. It is now a 5-point game with 5:24. I'm looking. They're still working with Noah Lent. They're going to have him try to throw a football over there. It was not his throwing arm that was the issue. So, but he doesn't want to catch it with his left arm either, though. Here's the kickoff. The kick is deep. It's going to be taken at the 11-yard line. That is Alex Ogden at the 11. He's going to have some room. He's up over the 30 to about the 32 or 33-yard line.
So that's where Smethport will begin. We'll see who comes out onto the field here. It will be Neff.
They're going to put the ball down at the 33-yard line. With 5:16 to play here in the first half.
So we'll see if the game plan changes, if at all, just in terms
of... It's going to have to, because your game plan was basically letting Noah Lent handle the football. So Neff is going to be at quarterback with, they're going to go with a full house backfield now.
And again, Curwensville loading guys up in the box.
Going to hand it off to Mason, and Mason's going to go nowhere.
And you know what? There's just not Curwensville bringing everyone up. There's just not room to run there. So they recognize, I think, what Smethport might be trying to do here with Lent out of the game, and we'll see what happens. But Smethport may have to adjust as well.
They'll give him a yard on the play as they've got Lent's jersey off now on the sideline, working on that left shoulder area. As out of the gun again, or out of the handoff again, it is Pelche, and again, nowhere to go, just nowhere to run.
And again, you're right. There's nowhere to go. I mean, when you have that many guys in the box, that's going to be tough sledding.
They're going to give him a yard up to the 35-yard line now. Whole different field of this game if Noah Lent can't come back. Smethport's going to have to figure something out. They could not move the ball without him against Coudersport 2 weeks ago.
Yep. So we'll see if they keep it conservative here, if they let Neff maybe air it out.
At some point in time, you got to wonder, do you use like some stuff like the Wildcat with Pelche and Mason and some stuff like that just to throw some things off if he can't come back?
Curwensville showing blitz here.
Going to be a toss to Pelche. He's looking for room. He's got a little bit. He's going to get close to the 40-yard line. He's going to be well short of the first down, and that's going to bring up, I would imagine, a punting situation. And let's not forget the fact that Noah Lent's also the punter for this team and the kicker.
Yep, and again, this will be the first time Smethport is forced to punt in this ball game. And I believe that's Pelche going back there in punt formation.
That would make sense. He was handling some of the kickoff duty here. So Pelche will punt.
And Smethport's going to call timeout here.
So Smethport calls a timeout with 3:26 to play. We'll take it with him. It is 18-13 in favor of the Hubbers. At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers. Well, good news for Hubber fans, possibly, as Noah Lent comes back out onto the field here. I assume he's going to be the punter in this case. Yeah, he is going to go into the punt formation, so that is possibly really good news for the Smethport Hubbers, that Noah Lent is back in there to punt. Now, if you're Curwensville, you might bring the house, though, not knowing whether or not he can actually catch the ball with both hands. Back deep is Butler at his own 30. He catches it cleanly, gets it off, and he's touched a little bit, not enough to draw a flag, and Butler's going to let it roll dead at about the 27-yard line.
We'll see if he stays out there on defense. Looks like he is. Tough kid. You know he's a gamer. You know he doesn't want to come out of this ball game, and he's going to do everything he can to stay on the field.
So 3:17 left. The ball will be down at the 27-yard line, which is where Curwensville, trailing by 5, will take over. So it'll be McGarry in the pistol with Butler. Butler had the long 60-yard screen pass touchdown in which Lent was hurt on that play. It did just come back in to punt the ball after missing the offensive series and is on the field defensively for the Hubbers right now. So McGarry takes the snap, looks to throw, looks to go deep. He's got Ty Terry out there. Terry's got it. He's at the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Ty Terry on the bomb from Dan McGarry.
Splash plays, big plays, the name of the game for this Curwensville offense. McGarry and Terry hook up for another huge gainer, and this one gives Curwensville the lead. Wow. So how about that for a response after getting down 2 touchdowns early?
73-yard touchdown pass from Dan McGarry to Ty Terry. Curwensville fans have seen that all season long.
Mullins out there by himself right now.
So it's another touchdown. This one brought to you by McCann Trucking. McCann Trucking for all your dumpster rental needs. McCann Trucking is located around the Route 6 corridor and can be reached at 814-598-8644. Like them on Facebook at McCann Trucking. That's MCKAN Trucking. That's Facebook.com. Mullins on to kick the extra point here. His last one was blocked. This one better snap in there. The kick is up, and that kick is good. And Curwensville now leads 20-18 with 3:04 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, and again, we see that Curwensville, we talked about it when they got down 12-0. Because of that quick strike ability, they are never out of a football game. And like you said, they've played in some wild ones this year, and they're not afraid. They're comfortable, I should say, playing from behind. It's not something where they get down themselves. We've seen that here in the first half. They got punched in the mouth, and guess what? They've counterpunched right back, and now it's Smethport's turn to see if they can respond.
So 20-18 now in favor of Curwensville. Smethport had an 18-7 lead.
And we'll see if Noah Lent comes out on the field on offense. He was out there for that defensive play. As Mullins gets set to kick off here for the Golden Tide.
At halftime, it's Port Allegany 14, Keystone 6. Port Allegany's Drew Evans with a quarterback sneak from the 1 on the last play of the first half. So Mullins to kick it deep. This one is a high sky kick that'll be taken at the 5-yard line by Ogden. Ogden looks for room. He's over the 20, the 25. He'll be met there and taken down at about the 27-yard line.
So Lent will indeed come back out onto the field to lead the Smethport offense. We'll see if he's limited at all. If he looks like he's still carrying that left arm a little bit.
Put it right down there. We call that the 28-yard line, Andy.
Yes, 28.
Clock time is
2:56.
So this Curwensville, despite only having the ball for 6 minutes and 43 seconds, there's a flag down on that play.
I got to be honest, I wasn't looking on the field, but
must have been on the kickoff.
I guess so. That's
if it was on the kickoff.
No, I think it might have been after maybe a personal foul.
Oh my! What did they call that? That would have to be a dead ball penalty.
Yeah, I think it was.
So it's going to be marked all the way back at the. Where are they marking that ball back at, Andy?
Looks like the 14, maybe.
15?
15.
14.
14. Yep.
And so it's going to be 1st and 10
from the 14. And
Take this call, Andy.
now the officials over on the Curwensville side. So we will have 1st and 10 Hubs from the 14. It is Lent out there. He's got Mason with him. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side.
It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
1st and 10 at the 14.
Lent in the gun. He's going to hand it off to Mason. Mason looks for some room. He gets up over the 20 and is out of bounds at about the 22, 23-yard line or so.
Yeah, and, Mason and Pelchi both already figure significantly into this offense, but with Noah Lent a little banged up, perhaps even more so as we move forward in this ball game. A nice run there. Gain of 9 sets up a 2nd and 1 from the 23. Or make it the 24. Lent's got Mason and Pelchi in the backfield with him, and the 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Lent takes it, going to sweep around that, and going to be wrapped up, and a nice tackle there by McGarry as Lent looked to switch directions there, and he had room to run. He read it correctly, but just a better play by McGarry to wrap him up. And I'll tell you what, I'm almost more impressed with McGarry on defense than with him as a quarterback. I think he's a dang good quarterback.
He's looking to mark that for no gain back at the 24. So it'll be 3rd down and 1 from the 24 for Smethport, down to 2:15 on a running clock. And now we're going to get a timeout call by the Hubbers. We'll take it with them with 2:15 to play here in the second quarter. It's Curwensville 20, Smethport 18. You're watching high school football on D9 and 10sports.com. Brought to you by Smethport Collision and Smethport Garage.
At Costa Ace Hardware in Smethport, we know you build your projects with the same pride and dedication that the Smethport Hubbers build their team. That's why we have all the supplies you need to make your project a success. Costa's Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of Smethport Hubbers Athletics. Contact Costa's Ace Hardware at 814-887-5542.
Back here at Smethport with 2:15 to play here in the first half. It is Curwensville 20-18 over the Hubbers.
Smethport will have a 3rd and 1 from the 24. Interesting to see if they pick up this 1st down, what the strategy is here from head coach Adam Jack. Obviously, there's still time left on the clock. Noah Lent is a little banged up.
Adam Jack was just out talking to the head referee. Not sure what that was about during the timeout. Might have been about that penalty.
I was going to say, I'm guessing it had something to do with the penalty that brought the ball back to the 15-yard line.
So they're going to go here with Lent under center. Pelchi's at fullback, Mason the tailback. 3rd down and 1. Pelchi. The handoff goes to Pelchi straight up the gut. I don't know if he got it. I think he's going to get it on the initial spot. They're going to.
Yep. So it'll be 1st and 10 Smethport.
So they're going to mark it out at the 26-yard line, I do believe. We're going to call it the 25. They're going to be on the back end of the 25, I do believe.
And Smethport doesn't. Well, now they get to the line quick, I guess. As we hit 2 minutes to go here in the first.
It's another
half.
Costa's Ace Hardware 1st down for the Hubbers. Let's see what happens here. Again, Noah Lent banged up a little bit with the non-throwing shoulder that he continues to hold kind of gingerly. Don't know how that would affect his throwing ability. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to slip down for maybe a yard gain.
And making the play there for Curwensville was Caleb Lee.
I'm going to call it at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think Smethport's in any hurry here.
No, down to a minute 28 to play in the half. They do get the ball to start the second half, and that might be part of the reason they're not in any hurry. A little surprised that Curwensville hasn't used any of its timeouts here to maybe see if they get the ball back.
Yeah, all 3 left for the Golden Tide.
Only 1 timeout left for Smethport here from their own 26-yard line. Noah Lent in the gun. Takes the snap. He's going to throw. He's looking deep. He's got a man out there. That's Ogden. Ogden's got it. Ogden's got it inside the 40. They're going to mark him down at the 45. I'm sorry, they're going to mark him at the 45-yard line.
Yep. So Noah Lentz says, I'm just fine. Thank you very much. Delivers a strike there. And this certainly changes the strategy if you're Smethport.
So it's a 1st down and 10, and they're in a hurry-up mode now. 1st and 10 for the Hubbers at the 45-yard line of Curwensville. Len in the gun, takes the snap, rolls to his right, looking to throw. Now he's under trouble. Now he's going to take off and run. He's got some yardage up to about the 41-yard line where he'll be tackled.
Yeah, but they might have to burn their last time out here, and they do with 34 seconds to go.
Going to be down at the 41-yard line.
And again, the clock does stop on 1st downs, but that does complicate things a little bit if you're Smethport. But I think the strategy there was correct. You got Noah Lentz, who looks healthy there despite everything getting banged up, and you see if you play it conservative, then you see if you can pop a big play, and then if you do, you try and push the ball down the field, which is exactly what they've done here.
Spot that ball closer to the 40s. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 here. As Andy said, they're down to 34 seconds to play. What'd you say, Andy? 34 seconds?
34 seconds. Again, there's still time, but just again, with no timeout, that does complicate things a little bit if you're Smethport.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Hubbers. They had some playmakers of their own. We obviously have seen the big playability of Ty Terry in this game, as well as Thad Butler, but Smethport's got some playmakers along with Noah Lent, especially on the outside there, and McKean and Higley and Ogden looking to throw. He's going to throw deep. He's looking for Higley, I'm sorry, that's Ogden, and it's a touchdown. Touchdown as Jake Mullins turned intercepted. It went over his head into the hands of Alex Ogden with 25 seconds to go in the 1st half, and Smethport goes back up on top by the count of 24-20.
I'll tell you what, have we seen these receivers on each team make some big plays or what? Ogden says, anything you can do, I can do better. And my goodness. And Noah Lent, how you feeling? Well, he's feeling a whole heck of a lot better after that touchdown reception with 25 seconds left to go here in the 1st half. Smethport retakes the lead. And we got a wild one going here in Smethport.
So the Hubbers are going to try for 2 again. That would put them up by 6 if they get it. They're up 24-20 right now. Out of the gun is Lent. Looking to throw. Now he rolls. He's in trouble. He's trying to direct traffic. He's going to just heave it up towards the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Not sure why they haven't lined up the kick after that first kick.
Yeah, I maybe they just feel that they have a greater percentage to convert going for 2. Maybe don't trust their kicking game right now. Not sure. But nevertheless, it's 24-20.
That was a 7-play, 85-yard drive. And Andy, at the beginning of that drive, it looked like Smethport was just happy to go into the halftime down 2 instead of up.
And again, you hit that big play over the middle to the Curwensville 45, and that changed the thinking there for Smethport. And wow, big plays, both sides. The name of the game here in the 1st half. My goodness, if you like offense, you're enjoying this one for sure. We got a lot of playmakers out on that field.
So 24-20 in favor of Smethport now with just 25 seconds to play here in the 1st half. We may not be done seeing scoring in this half, though.
Yeah, if I'm Curwensville, I get the ball here. No matter where I get the ball, I think I'm taking a shot.
We're going to have Pelche kick it off again. This has been to varying degree of success.
Yeah, he typically will squib it. Will Pelche. See what he does here. Pelche set to kick it off.
The kick is on the ground. It'll be bouncing at about it'll go out of bounds. Was it touched before it went out of bounds? It was not.
No.
Flag goes down. So let's see what Curwensville elects to do here.
You know they're taking a shot. At least.
Well, no, but I mean, let's see
Oh.
let's see what they elect to do with the penalty, Andy. Like, will they take it at the 35? Will they make them re-kick it? Is what I'm asking. They're gonna mark it at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I would have done as well. And Curwensville does have all 3 timeouts left, so they can utilize the entire field here. Ken McGarry and company.
So it's at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
With 25 seconds.
First and 10 with 25 seconds to go. McGarry will have Butler as his sidecar. 3 receivers near side, 1 far, or 2 to each side, I should say. And now,
so back to throw is McGarry. He's going to throw short to Mullins, and Mullins will be tackled at about the 39-yard line.
And a quick timeout there for Curwensville. I think just a nice short pass there to Mullins to see if he could break it. Smethport's defense did a nice job there.
Almost the 40. We'll call that the 39.5, so we will call that the 40-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play.
So 19 seconds remain here in the first half. Curwensville will have a 2nd and 5, as Chris said, from the 40. And now I think, with only 19 seconds left, you have to try and take a couple of shots deep down the field.
I don't know how deep you have to go, though, with Jake Mullins as your kicker. I mean, you're not necessarily looking to get a touchdown here. You're just looking to get into field goal range. And Mullins capable of hitting him from about 40 or so. So you figure you can get the ball down around the 25, 23-yard line. You've got a shot. That's, that significantly reduces how far you have to go. Instead of going 60 yards, you're looking at only needing about 40 yards with 2 timeouts in 19 seconds.
Yeah, and again, as we talked about, that is a potential game changer here. And to your point, that Curwensville is able to think differently than most teams in this situation.
The Golden Tide have scored at the end of halves and end of games all throughout the season because, again, of those speedy receivers in the arm of Dan McGarry and the leg of Jake Mullins. And they'll come out from the 39.5. McGarry in the gun. 2 receivers to each side. Sidecar with him is, I believe, Andrew Fryer. It's either Fryer or Jacobson. It's a 20-something. Looking to throw is McGarry. Another short pass. This one is over there to Ty Terry. Terry's got some room. He's got some room down the sideline. He's inside the 35 or inside the 40 to about the 35. We'll see where they're going to put him out at. It looks like the 38-yard line.
And did you see that cut from Ty Terry? It looked like he was going to be wrapped up right around the first down marker. And he jukes one way, goes the other, and just a very, very athletic play from Terry.
So they'll put him out at the 37 with 10 seconds to go. This is exactly what we were talking about, Andy. They're now probably about 17 yards away from field goal range. Maybe even a little less. So he's going to come out of the gun again with 10 seconds. Looking to throw. Throws it again short to Terry. Terry's got all kinds of room again, and he's going to run out of bounds. Smartly runs out of bounds with just 3 seconds to go to set up the field goal opportunity.
Yeah, and so you are right on point, Chris, and that ball is going to be marked, I believe, 22. Let's see where they put it.
21-yard line, it looks like. They're going to put it down at the 21-yard line.
So, again, this definitely within Mullins' range.
Will they send out Jake Mullins to kick it here? They will. He's going to mark it down at the 28-yard line, it looks like. 29-yard line? What would you call that, Andy?
I would call that the 29.
So a 39-yard field goal attempt for Jake Mullins. That kick is up. It's got the distance. It is no good, though. It is wide to the right. And the score at halftime will be 24-20 in favor of the Smethport Hubbers.
So, wow, take a breath, folks. What a first half that was. We had a little bit of everything. Lots of big plays. Noah Lent got hurt, came back, directed a touchdown drive at the end of the half there for Smethport that allows them to take a 4-point lead into the locker room here. And we're going to take a quick break, folks. I believe, Chris.
Yeah, and you are watching high school football on D9and10sports.com, powered by Smethport Collision and Smethport Garage.
Smethport Collision and Garage upholds the high standards on which it was founded nearly 100 years ago. Smethport Collision, located at 107 South Mechanic Street, and Smethport Garage, located at 109 Hill Street, are conjoined businesses run by the finest employees who we consider family and who are dedicated to offering the best services for you and your family. Smethport Collision and Garage offers a variety of cosmetic and mechanical repairs for your vehicle, from auto body repair, oil changes, battery replacement, to inspections and more. Find out more at smethportcollision.wixsite.com or call them today at 814-887-5649.
The next time you have a project that needs done, call Boots Construction at 814-598-8893. Boots Construction is a full-service, honest, reliable contractor offering quality products at competitive pricing. Call 814-598-8893 or send them a message on Facebook at facebook.com/bootsconstruction.com.
Hobbs Landscaping in Eldred, PA has been servicing properties in 4 counties, McKean and Potter in Pennsylvania, as well as Cattaraugus and Allegheny in New York, for the past 12 years. Hobbs Landscaping can do it all for you. Contact Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549 today for a free estimate. Once again, call Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549. Smethport Collision and Garage upholds the high standards on which it was founded nearly 100 years ago. Smethport Collision, located at 107 South Mechanic Street, and Smethport Garage, located at 109 Hill Street, are conjoined businesses run by the finest employees who we consider family and who are dedicated to offering the best services for you and your family. Smethport Collision and Garage offers a variety of cosmetic and mechanical repairs for your vehicle, from auto body repair, oil changes, battery replacement, to inspections and more. Find out more at smethportcollision.wixsite.com or call them today at 814-887-5649.
At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers.
When you have a dumpster rental need, look no further than McCann Trucking. McCann Trucking is located along the Route 6 corridor and can be reached at 814-598-8644. They offer 3 sizes of dumpsters: 30-yard, 15-yard, and a dump trailer that is rated for 5 tons or 17 yards. McCann Trucking in Smethport wants to wish the Hubbers good luck tonight. Like them on Facebook at facebook.com/MCKAN Trucking.
At Costa Ace Hardware in Smethport, we know you build your projects with the same pride and dedication that the Smethport Hubbers build their team. That's why we have all the supplies you need to make your project a success. Costa's Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of Smethport Hubbers Athletics. Contact Costa's Ace Hardware at 814-887-5542.
All right, folks, welcome back where we are at the half. You see the Curwensville marching band there on your screen. And at the half, it is Smethport 24, Curwensville 20. Been a very entertaining one so far here in the District 9 Class A playoffs. And we're going to bring you some halftime stats here momentarily. You are inside the Swift Kennedy and Company halftime show. Swift Kennedy and Company is the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency. Our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. And we have those stats coming up for you. Stats brought to you by the Brooks Hugh R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award. Starting in the 2021-22 school year, the Brooks Hugh R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award and accompanying scholarship will be awarded to an athlete or athletes who competed in at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10 and who display qualities of being a good person, leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. Find out more at D9and10sports.com /Brooks Hugh R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year award. So your stats look like this. First down, Smethport 12, Curwensville 8. Passing yards, Curwensville 242, Smethport 108. Rushing yards, Curwensville 27, Smethport 214. Your total yards at the half, Smethport 322 and Curwensville 269. So certainly no shortage of offense in this one. And individual stats, first for Curwensville, Dan McGarry is 9 of 13 through the air for 242 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ty Terry having an absolutely monster game. 4 receptions, 163 yards, and a touchdown. Jake Mullins, 3 receptions for 25 yards. And Thad Butler, 2 for 54, and a touchdown on a screen pass for Curwensville. Butler with 2 carries for 39 yards. Rushing, and McGarry 6 for negative 12. Again, that's sack yardage included in that as well, obviously, as he's been sacked 3 times, twice by the Hubs' Travis Cooney. For the Hubbers, who again lead 24-20 here at the half, on the ground, Ryan Mason, 7 carries for 80 yards and a touchdown. Noah Lent, 13 carries for 78 yards and a score. And Ryan Pelche, 7 carries for 56 yards. Noah Lent, a perfect 4 of 4 through the air for 108 yards and 2 touchdowns, 1 each to Alex Ogden and Brandon Higley. Ogden, 2 receptions, 69 yards and the score. Higley, 1 for 25 and a score. And Aiden McKean, 1 for 14 for Smethport. Each team has punted just 1 time. Mullins a 32-yarder, Lent a 33-yarder for their respective clubs. And now, scoring summary brought to you by All-American Awards and Engraving. Visit them online at allamericanhq.com. As Smethport getting on the board first, a Noah Lent 1-yard run. The kick failed. It was 6-0 Smethport, the 6:17 mark of the first quarter. It was Smethport again with 2:27 to go in the opening quarter as Brandon Higley on a 25-yard pass from Lent. The 2-point conversion failed. That made it 12-0 Smethport. Curwensville got on the board at the 11:53 mark of the second quarter on Dan McGarry's 8-yard touchdown run, and Jake Mullins' extra point made it 12-7. Smethport responded with a Ryan Mason 27-yard touchdown run. Again, the 2-point conversion was no good at the 6:41 mark of the second quarter. That made the score 18-7. Smethport. Curwensville came storming back as Thad Butler caught that screen pass from Dan McGarry and raced 56 yards for the touchdown with 5:24 to go in the second quarter. With 3:04 to go in the second, it was Ty Terry, a 73-yard pass from Dan McGarry, and it was a beauty. With 3:04 to go in the half, gave Curwensville their first lead of the game at 20-18. And then just before the half, with 25 seconds left to go, Smethport with a great 2-minute drill as Ogden caught a 40-yard touchdown pass from Noah Lent, who again looks good despite getting banged up there at the end of the half. So that is, again, your scoring summary brought to you by All-American Awards and Engraving. Now it's time for your Swift Kennedy and Company scoreboard. Swift Kennedy and Company, the official insurance provider of D9 and 10sports.com. Looking at your District 9 Class 1A quarterfinals at the half, as well in the third quarter now. Chris gave you that score. It was at the half, Port Allegheny 14, Keystone 6, and Union AC Valley leading Cameron County 24-6 at the half. In the class District 9 Class 3A championship game, it's Clearfield all over St. Mary's 35-13, and in the District 8-9 Class 4A sub-regional, last check, it was DuBois 6, University Prep nothing. So those are your District 9 playoff scores. Looking at District 10, we have at the half Cathedral Prep all over Brashear in a Class 5A sub-regional, 44-0. These scores In the third quarter in Class A, it's Reynolds 23, Eisenhower 6, and Cochranton 14, Maplewood nothing. And in Class 2A semifinal action, at the half, Northwestern and Wilmington locked in a good one, tied at 14 apiece, and Farrell is all over Greenville 36-7, and a pair of regular season contests in District 10 as well. Girard leading Corey 14-7 at the half, and Mercyhurst Prep leading Lakeview at the half 12-0. So that's your scoreboard, brought to you by Swift Kennedy and Company. Visit them online at swiftkennedyandco.com. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football on D9and10sports.com.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356. Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356. Chris Rossetti here to tell you a little bit about All-American Awards and Engraving in Chippenville. When I first met Jim Carroll in 2006, All-American Awards and Engraving was just getting started. Since then, the company has grown into the area's premier shop for embroidery, screen printing, and engraving, graphic design work, and personalized gift ideas. As Jim has always said, they'll put almost anything on almost everything, and they really do mean that. Give them a call today at 814-782-6264.
For over 25 years, Venango Machinery Equipment and Appraisals has specialized in used heavy construction equipment and drilling equipment sales, handling such brands as John Deere, Caterpillar, Case, Hitachi, Komatsu, Bomag, Dresser, JCB, and others. In addition, we also have the knowledge and expertise to specialize in various service rigs and cable tool drill rigs, offer oil sampling analysis, and provide equipment and inventory appraisals. Let us help you save time and stretch your money as far as it will go. Visit us online at venangoequipment.com or give us a call at 814-677-6724.
Hi, this is Chris Rossetti from D9and10sports.com. If you're like me, you may have experienced some aches and pains like a sore back, a stiff neck, or a wonky knee. Well, I've got the place for you. The Rehab Center with 6 convenient locations, including in Brookville, Clarion, and Katanning, is the place to go. The friendly staff and knowledgeable doctors will get you back in the game quicker than quick. I know, I've been going to them since 2009. So the next time your back, neck, knee, shoulder, or anything else acts up, call them for an appointment at 724-478-1501. Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
At Costa Ace Hardware in Smethport, we know you build your projects with the same pride and dedication that the Smethport Hubbers build their team. That's why we have all the supplies you need to make your project a success. Costa's Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of Smethport Hubbers Athletics. Contact Costa's Ace Hardware at 814-887-5542. Smethport Collision and Garage upholds the high standards on which it was founded nearly 100 years ago. Smethport Collision, located at 107 South Mechanic Street, and Smethport Garage, located at 109 Hill Street, are conjoined businesses run by the finest employees who we consider family and who are dedicated to offering the best services for you and your family. Smethport Collision and Garage offers a variety of cosmetic and mechanical repairs for your vehicle, from auto body repair, oil changes, battery replacement, to inspections and more. Find out more at smethportcollision.wixsite.com or call them today at 814-887-5649.
Putnam on the near side, Mason on the far side. As Mullins, little boot kick. That's going to be trouble. Can Smethport get on it? I think McKean did over there at about the 35-yard line.
I like that, Bill, from Curwensville, and almost a big play for
Good job there by Aiden McKean to recognize what was going on, and he's able to down that ball over there at the 35-yard line. Like this sent down to Stack as plays, and it started to hit my mind. Like maybe the onside kick at the start of the second half. And I don't know if I classify that as an onside kick, but it was pretty dang close to it. Love the call there by Jim Thompson. Love that call. So Lentz will go in the gun with Pelkey, sidecars, 2 receivers each side. It's underway here in the third quarter. Handoff goes to Mason. Mason gets a couple of yards, and a great tackle there by Colin Jacobson.
great tackle by Portland. And I like that's good. That's what it's doing. He's working well to the side and then running the ball. In the tackle. That's tough. Good job there by Portland.
Tackle at the 39-yard line, second down and 6. Third quarter brought to you by Clarence Rehab Services. For the sports medicine offices with Champ program, check them out online at clarenrehab.com. So ACC in their Clarence location right across the street from Clarence Hospital. That's for Walmart. Here's a handoff to Mason. Mason quickly up the middle. He's got a first down and more across midfield into Curwensville territory at about the 47-yard line of the Golden Tide. There's a pickup of 14. Was that Mason or Pelkey? That was Pelkey. Yeah, I said Mason. One of us said Mason. Maybe both of us.
I think we both.
Yeah. That was Pelkey on the carry. So Pelkey crosses midfield to the 47-yard line. Pelkey will be the lone back with receivers to both sides to Noah Lentz. First down and 10. Just underway here in the third quarter. Lentz going to keep it himself. Doing a great job as Sudica to drag him down from behind. We've seen that a bunch from Michael Sudica. Open with gain of 1 on the play. It'll be second down and 9 from the Curwensville 46-yard line. Noah Lentz in the gun. Snap, hands it off. This time it is Mason, and Mason will get over the 45, dragging some guys with him. There's a big foul. Finally, they'll call the play dead. We'll see where they spotted it. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 44-yard line. We'll see where they put it down. We'll call that the 43, I think.
That's 43 it is. And I love his big lineman there. Stephen Washington in there. He's pushing the pile. That's good hard-nosed football.
They'll bring up a third down and 6 for the Hubbers, brought to you by Luton Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. When you get back up, give Luton Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning a call to get you moving again. Check them out online at lutonplumbing.com. They're going to go again with 3-back. Lentz still favoring that left arm, though, out there. And you can tell when he's just standing there, he's favoring that left arm. Probably some sort of shoulder injury he had to get. He's going to hand it off here to Pelkey, and he breaks the tackle and has room. He's at the 15, the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown saving tackle by Thad Butler at about the 1-yard line, maybe the 2. They're going to put him down at the 2.
And that was just all heart and guts and effort from this Pelkey. What a run. But for all accounts, he just went past over the backfield and breaks the tackle. Just a phenomenal run.
I thought he was down, to be honest. I thought they had him bottled up short of the first down, and the next thing I know, he's breaking free, and great play by Thad Butler to keep with it. It was easy to just let him go, and this gives the Curwensville defense an opportunity to come up with a stop here. As they'll go under center this time with Lentz. Pelkey's the fullback, Mason the tailback. 8:44 on a running third quarter clock, and now Smethport's got to use a timeout as the play clock is almost down to 0.
That can't make it so fast.
take that with them with 8:39 to play here in quarter number 3.
At Costa Ace Hardware in Smethport, we know you build your projects with the same pride and dedication that the Smethport Hubbers build their team. That's why we have all the supplies you need to make your project a success. Costa's Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of Smethport Hubbers Athletics. Contact Costa's Ace Hardware at 814-887-5542.
So out of the timeout, we'll have the first and goal for Countersport at the 2-yard line. The one thing I'd say is you take it from the 2 because you don't want first and goal from the 7. You've got a much better chance of scoring from the 2 than you do from the 7. So they wait for Curwensville to come back onto the field after that timeout, brought to you by Hobbs' Landscaping. In Eldridge, give Hobbs' Landscaping a call at 814-598-2549. They're going to go out of the I formation again. Pelty dotting, or I'm sorry, that's Mason dotting the I, Pelty the fullback. Let's get a hand it to Mason. Mason gets a great block from Pelty and walks into the end zone for the Smethport Hubber touchdown. Thought I saw it holding up one Andy. My eyes there. Shoulders down, kick is up. That kick is no good. Way wide to the left. This might be why they weren't kicking him before. We're going to step aside here. It's now 30-20 in favor of Smethport with 8:34 to play in the second and the third quarter. Excuse me. Watching high school football on D910sports.com, sponsored by Smethport Garage and Collision.
The next time you have a project that needs done, call Boots Construction at 814-598-8893. Boots Construction is a full-service, honest, reliable contractor offering quality products at competitive pricing. Call 814-598-8893 or send them a message on Facebook at facebook.com/bootsconstruction.com.
Back after that, Boots Construction touchdown has given Smethport a 30-20 lead with 8:34 to play here in the third quarter. The Smethport Hubbers take the opening kickoff of the second half and drive 65 yards in 6 plays. They now own the time of possession 20 minutes and 18 seconds to 7 minutes and 8 seconds. Wow, I did not realize that. So on the kick here will be Ryan Pelty for Smethport. Back deep is Butler with Perry and Pryor. The up man, that ball will be taken by Terry at about the 18-yard line. So Ty Terry looks for some room over the rest. What a tackle there. That was Ryan Mason. He got Ty Terry as Terry tried to find some room on the right side. That's a scary proposition. We're going to mark it down at the 30-yard line of Curwensville. That's where the Golden Tide will take over, down 10 with 8:27 to play now in the third quarter. Curwensville's first offensive possession of the second half will be McGarry with Butler. 2 receivers to each side. Keep an eye on Ty Terry on the far side on the Curwensville sideline. He's the far receiver. Also, Jake Mullins in the spot here on the near side. McGarry's going to hand it off to Butler. Butler's got a little bit of room up the middle. He's going to be close to the 35-yard line for a 5-yard pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun again. Back to pass is McGarry. He's
look, going to go short here. It's picked up there by Jacobson, and Jacobson's got room to run. He's going to be out of bounds inside of Curwensville territory at about the 46-yard, the Smethport territory at the 46-yard line.
And you saw something rarely see. Jacobson made that on a tackle, including the diving attempt, just unable to make a play. And Jacobson after that had a lot of open.
Put it down at the 47. It looks like it'll be a first down and 10. That's another Saucy Bay target, first down. That's a great kick from Costa's supermarket there the other last time we were up there. Andy. There's a handoff to Butler. Butler looking for some room on the right side. He's got some. He's at the 45, the 40, the 35. He takes on a tackler right there, and he is driven hard to the ground. And there's a flag that comes in. I think they're going to get Ryan Mason for making a tackle.
Yeah, I don't know. Again,
They're going to get him for throwing him to the ground. They don't like that anymore. We don't play football anymore. It's as simple as that. It's football. It's just a football play. The guy's going down and he's tackling. You're calling it a dead ball foul. Wow, that's even worse. It's even worse to call that a dead ball foul. No, and here's Glory Day. That's just called a tackle. That's all that was a tackle. I mean, good for Curwensville getting the yardage. No problem there after the penalty. That's a terrible call that we have to do. They're going to mark it where? At about the 19-yard line? If they mark it at the 19, that would mean that the original play came out to the 36-yard, the 34-yard.
Well, that's where Curwensville will have it. Very good.
The 19-yard line of Smethport. And here's McGarry looking to throw. He's got Mullins out there. Jake Mullins just out of his reach. Second down and 10 inside the Hamlin Bank and Trust red zone are the Curwensville Golden Tide trying to get back within a score. They trail 30-20 here, mid-third quarter. 7:17 to go in the third. Empty backfield, McGarry looks to throw. Now he rolls to his right, looking to throw. He throws it short, and it's caught over there. Is it incomplete? It's incomplete. It was intended over there for Ty Terry, but Terry couldn't hold on before going out of bounds. And we bring up a third down and 10 for the Golden Tide. Third down and 10 for the Golden Tide at the Smethport 19-yard line. Butler the side card to McGarry. McGarry looks to throw. He's going to throw short to Butler. He's got some room. Oh, nice play there by Ryan Peltzy to tackle him in the open field.
And now what do you do with the Curwensville? Give a different moment to range. Fourth down.
Fourth and 6, and no, they're going to test the field goal. Mullins is lining up to kick the field goal. He's going to mark it down at the 23. It'll be a 33-yard field goal attempt here for Jake Mullins. He's 0 for 1, having missed the 39-yarder at the end of the first half. Snap is high. Now they're going to have to decide what to do with it. McGarry's in trouble. He's going to throw it to Mullins. Oh, my goodness, this is going to be a touchdown. Curwensville touchdown. For their players downfield illegally, though. There's a lot of arguing here, and there's a lot of discussion as to whether there was illegal receivers downfield or not. We'll find out if a flag gets thrown or not. I don't know how there couldn't have been receivers downfield in that case.
I
I still don't know what has happened here. I do not know if this is a touchdown, what this is.
I don't see a flag.
I don't see anything. The official's now going to go over and talk with Jim Thompson. I have no idea if this is a touchdown, what this is. They're saying that the holder's knee was on the ground, I do believe, is what they're going to call here. Is it possible that it was an inadvertent whistle?
Well, I didn't feel it.
They're going to say that it's no touchdown and it's Smethport football at the 20-yard line. I'm not sure what the call here is, but they take the touchdown off the board. The only thing I can figure, Andy, is that they're saying that McGarry's knee was down on the ground when he caught the football, and because his knee was on the ground, that would kill the play. And that would be the right call. That would be the right call if that's the case. But what a turn of events here, because it looked like Curwensville had just scored a touchdown on a broken field goal attempt. Mullins still wanted to kick it, actually. McGarry, I'm guessing that's what they're saying, knee on the ground. This is what we could really use a sideline report. Here's Lent carrying it, and Lent's going to be met by a host of Golden Tide. In there on the stop, along with others, was Caleb Lee. Now the Smethport fans are upset.
Here's a little animated in the stand, not something we can do.
It's going to be a pickup of 1 out to the 21-yard line. So all I can figure on that touchdown that was that Mullins' knee was or not Mullins, but Gary's knee was down.
And as you said, that does.
It'll be 2nd down and 9 now for Smethport at the 21. Handoff to Pelkey, and Pelkey goes nowhere. He's met there by Braden Holland. Braden Holland on the tackle, the initial hit there for the Golden Tide, and they're going to mark him at the 24-yard line. So pick up 3 on the play. In a very conservative series so far in the first 2 plays by the Hunters. Len will come out of the pistol. 3 receivers tight to the left. Single receiver over here to the right on the far sideline is his team. Len takes the snap, going to run it, and he is going nowhere. Curwensville snuffed that out. He still is able to carry guys out to about the 27-yard line, but he's going to be short of the first down. You would have to figure Smethport's going to punt here.
And that's an important, a play like that after sometimes they come before, of course, taking the thing out of the field. But no, they do a very good job, step up defensively. That's a big thing.
I'm a little surprised that Smethport didn't try something up top right after that. Just, knowing Curwensville was down. Kind of like a turnover. High snap. Lent pulls it down. He kicks it away. It will bounce and taken at the 37 by Thad Butler. Butler looking to find room to the side. He makes one man miss. He is then pushed out of bounds by Travis Cooney around the 45-yard line. That was Butler on the return, right, Andy? That was Butler.
That's awesome.
They're going to mark it at the 45-yard line. The rest of the Golden Tide will take over with 2:43 to play in the third quarter. He can go down in the future play. The plan. It looks like they're going to try to work the snap on it. So I'm surprised he sent all the way as far as he did. If you're Smethport, you have to change your defensive technology. I get that you like to put the corners in one-on-one situations, but if Hodgins out even for a play, you have to be a little bit more conservative defensively.
Boy, I would
to make, kind of that Pittsburgh Steelers bend but don't break type cover two, Tampa 2 type defense, where you make them drive the field, and then when maybe they get inside where the field becomes shorter and not as much room to operate, you can tighten up a little bit. Yeah, but that's not the style. It's not the style. And that's where we're Keystone has gotten within 2 with one timeout left and a minute 15 to go. An onside kick coming up for the Panthers, and the kick fails, and it looks like that's going to be ball game to Port Allegany unless the Gators make a mistake. They're going to hold on and upset Keystone 14-12. McGarry looking to throw deep on first down. He's looking deep, and the ball is broken up. He was looking for Butler, and over there to break it up was Aiden McKean. Great coverage on the play there by Port Allegany going to go down, make the 2-hour trip down south to Keystone to knock Pennsylvania and upset Ryan Smith. Keystone Panthers 14-12. It does look like. That game's over. We're in the third quarter. Here's Thad Butler with it. Butler has some room. He's over the 50, closing in on the first down. He'll be about a yard or two short, as coming over to make the tackle was Adamowski over there to make the tackle on Butler. They've earned themselves an extra half-hour trip next week to Red Bank Valley. Hey, they're still playing football. Yeah, that's true. Here's going to be a quarterback draw by McGarry. He's going to have the first down inside the 45 to about the 44-yard line of the Smethport Hubbard. Goes Dan McGarry. They got another player down for Smethport. That's no Lent over here, so it's not Lent. Another cramp situation. It's interesting that they're cramping on a night like tonight. That's a lack of a water intake issue more than a ski issue. It's definitely not a heat issue. I had one. I woke up the other day. I think it was yesterday morning.
Hold on. Let's see what we can do.
As that is for Smethport, Cole Zuba, 2. He makes his way off the field for the Hubs.
Not sure why. I mean, it's showing me that we have sound here. If we have sound, folks, let me know, because it's showing me that we have sound on my end. So I can't tell whether or not we have sound or not.
Yep. Give us a thumbs up or let us know.
We apologize for that. We had some technical difficulties on our end.
And there's McGarry from the gun. McGarry looking, going deep, and he's got Terry again. And he will score. Ty Terry from Dan McGarry again. Another big play. And Curwensville back within 4 pending the extra point McGarry to Terry. I believe that's going to put Terry over 200 yards receiving. So back and forth we go here, folks.
Sorry, folks, for the audio issues on our end. It took us a while to get them figured out. We do apologize for that, but we do have them figured out. When you're your own technical people sometimes.
There's another low snap on the extra point.
Got it through though, and it's a 3-point ball game.
Boy, this is quite the connection Curwensville has here between quarterback Dan McGarry and receiver Ty Terry. You can see why they put up the points they have this year. This is a good Smethport defense, and they've got 27 on them here in the third quarter. Hub still lead, though, 30-27, with 2:59 to go here in quarter number 3, as Mullins will get set to kick off here for Curwensville. And again, McGarry just good job of recognizing the coverage and finding the open guy, and he gets the ball to his playmakers, and they do the work. This is just a talented group of Curwensville skill guys. So Mullins getting set to kick off. Pelchi back there, as well as Mason for Smethport, or Ogden, for Smethport.
And we do apologize about the sound issue on our end.
And here comes the kickoff from Mullins.
He boots this one, and it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
So I was waiting for that. That's the first touchback of the night for Mullins. So Smethport will take over with 2:59 to go here in the third quarter, now leading 30-27 after the second touchdown pass from McGarry to Terry in this ball game.
So that now gives Ty Terry 207 yards receiving on the night and a couple of touchdowns.
Wow. And we still have over a quarter to play.
Yeah, so 207 on just 5 catches for Ty Terry. He's having himself a night. So Noah Lent now is Smethport will go with an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the left. And he's going to keep it himself, and he's still on his feet, battling over the 25 to about the 27-yard line goes Noah Lent.
Yep, and it was Andrew Fryer that looked like he had him about the 23, but Lent carried him for 4 more yards.
They will put him down at the 27.
And we'll see if Smethport sticks with spreading the ball out and then putting the ball in the hands of Lent, giving him some room to run. And now they go 2 receivers to the far side.
We appreciate everybody who was letting us know there was no sound. Again, we had to work on a couple different things to get that sound back for you. We do apologize again for that. Here's a handoff to Pelchi, and he's battling for the first down. I don't know if he's going to get it. That was Mason, I'm sorry. It's going to depend on where they mark him. They mark him, it looks like about a half a yard short.
Yep, so set up a third and about a half a yard for Smethport from the 29.5-yard line. As the clock rolls under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
This is a huge play for Smethport and for the Curwensville defense, because right now the momentum is on Curwensville's side. Back within 3 here, late third quarter.
And we'll see if this is a
short run here by Lent.
Short run, or maybe a handoff to the up man.
They've got 2 guys over the center, and he gets them to jump. They jumped. It took a while for the official to throw the flag, but Curwensville jumped.
Yep, so a hard count there works, and this has been a relatively clean game. Not a lot of flags, but that one.
Now let's see how they spot this, Andy. Yeah, they'll spot it just shy of the 35, so it'll be at the 34-yard line.
So, yep, right spot.
Good job by the officials. That could have been a tricky one because of where the initial spot was of just short of the first down, but they do a great job of spotting that one, not right on a line. You have a great job there. Just the Third penalty against Curwensville, it looks like.
Lent taking his time here.
1st and 10 from the Smethport 24-yard line. He's going to hand it off to Mason. Mason hits a guy, spins, and then works his way up to about the 36-yard line for a pickup of 2.5 yards, really, at the end of the day.
A little bit of pinball action there from Mason. And Smethport will not have to run another play here if they don't want. About 2-second differential between the game clock and the play clock.
Hubbers don't look like they're in any hurry to run a play here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to let this roll to the fourth quarter.
So we're going to go to the fourth quarter with Smethport holding a 30-27 lead over Curwensville. You're watching high school football on D9and10sports.com, powered by Smethport Collision and Smethport Garage.
Smethport Collision and Garage upholds the high standards on which it was founded nearly 100 years ago. Smethport Collision, located at 107 South Mechanic Street, and Smethport Garage, located at 109 Hill Street, are conjoined businesses run by the finest employees who we consider family and who are dedicated to offering the best services for you and your family. Smethport Collision and Garage offers a variety of cosmetic and mechanical repairs for your vehicle, from auto body repair, oil changes, battery replacement, to inspections and more. Find out more at smethportcollision.wixsite.com or call them today at 814-887-5649.
Back here in Smethport as we head to fourth quarter with the Hubbers holding the 3-point lead, 30-27. They will have a 2nd down and 8 at their own 36-yard line.
So back and forth we go at 24-20 at the half. Both teams with one score there in the third quarter. And this one has been a treat to this point. Hubbers and the Golden Tide. Smethport, the 3 seed. Curwensville, the 6.
Already seen one Mound upset. Port Allegheny 14-12 over Keystone. Gators representing the northern half of District 9. Smethport trying to do the same. Curwensville trying to win one from the south, even if they're not in the D9 League Southern Division anymore, moving over to the inter-county conference this year. It's been a smooth transition for the Golden Tide so far, having a really nice season. It'll be 2nd and 8 here. Lent in the gun. It's kind of like that offset I shotgun formation for Smethport. And Lent going to fake a pitch, and he goes the other way with it, and he's got some room. He's got the 1st down across the 45 to about the 47, 48-yard line.
And that just wasn't fair. Noah Lent did a great job of selling that fake, and it brought the Curwensville defense with them and just took off in the other direction and able to pick up a good chunk of yards there for the 1st down.
Yeah, they're going to give them 11 on the play to the 47, where it'll be 1st down and 10 on Acosta Ace Hardware 1st down for Smethport. Today's game also being brought to you by Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Hobbs Landscaping, McCann Trucking, Boots Construction, Hamlin Bank and Trust. Powered by Smethport Collision and Smethport Garage. Find out more at smethportcollision.wixsite.com. So Lent's going to keep it himself here. He's going to have some room. He's at the 50, the 45, over the 40, and then drugged down by his ankles there by Jake Mullins at about the 38-yard line of Curwensville.
Boy, Ogden, those cramps are bothered. You can see him, massaging that leg there. But another nice run by Noah Lent.
Actually, I call that the 37, wouldn't you, Andy?
I would call that the 37 as well.
So by the time they put the ball down, it is a pickup of 16 for Noah Lent. Lent now has 117 yards rushing, 118 for Ryan Pelche, and 89 for Ryan Mason. So 1st down and 10 at the 37 of Curwensville. Hand off to the up man. That's Mason. He's going to pound his way across the 35 to about the 33-yard line.
And so this is kind of how the game's gone, right? I mean, Smethport has had some big plays, but they've had the more sustained drives. Curwensville has been the quick strike offense. So Curwensville's defense has spent a lot of time on the field here. Curious to see, if they are able to sustain that here in the fourth quarter if they start to get worn down a little bit.
Yeah, it was at the start of this drive, it was 22-46 to 10-15 in time of possession in favor of Smethport.
I mean, yeah, that's over 2 to that's a huge difference.
They're going to mark this ball at the 44-yard line, so it's 2nd down and 7 for the Hubbers at the 34-yard line of Curwensville. Down to 10 minutes on a running clock. Here's Noah Lent with the football. He's got room. He's over the 35. He's inside the 25 to the 20. I think they're going to knock him down right at the 20-yard line, where it's going to be another 1st down and 10 as the Hubbers enter the Hamlin Bank and Trust red zone.
Again, fourth quarter time, that's typically been Noah Lent time for Smethport this season, and they're putting the ball in his hands here so far on this drive to start the fourth quarter.
So another 14-yard pickup for Lent, and it's 1st down and 10 for Smethport at the 20-yard line of Curwensville. Tied trail by 3, 30 to 27. Down to 9.5 minutes on a running fourth quarter clock. Coming out of that gun with 2 backs next to him is Lent. He's going to keep it himself, picking his way through, and he is stopped there on the tackle, the initial hit by Trenton Hibbs. There's a flag late on the play. They're going to mark it at the 16-yard line, but let's see what the flag is. It's at the 16, they're going to mark it at the 16, and they're going to call what?
Well,
face mask on Curwensville. Looks like a 5-yard variety.
It does look like a 5-yarder, so that will put the ball at the 11. Well,
where are they marking it to?
The 12.
They marked it to the 12, Andy.
So the first and what do we got here?
It should be 1st and 2 is what it should be.
It is 1st and 2.
It's 1st down and 2 from the 12. Lent with Pelche to his left, Mason to his right. Looks back at the clock. We're down to 9 minutes to play here in quarter number 4. Lent takes the snap, and he's going to hand it to Pelche. Pelche's got some room, and Pelche's into the end zone for the Smethport Hubbard touchdown. Brian Pelche, 12-yard touchdown run, and Smethport goes up 36-27 with 8:46 to play.
Boy, and Smethport has turned to their ground game here. Well, not turned to it. It's been there the whole game. And credit to Pelche, Lent, and Mason, obviously, but also credit to this offensive line. They've done a great job here tonight and capping another long drive there to put the Hubbers back up 2 scores.
Yep, 9-play, 80-yard drive. Took some time off the clock, obviously. Forgot to reset the quarter there, Andy. So it's going to be a fake. Throwing to the back of the end zone and catching it is Higley for the 2-point conversion.
Well-designed play there for Smethport, and the Hubs finally get that 2-point conversion. And with 8:46 to go here in the fourth quarter, it is Smethport 38, Curwensville 27, as once again the Hubbers go back up by 2 scores here. And again, it's kind of been the story tonight, right? Curwensville has struck. They've struck quickly. I'm sorry. I said this earlier, but Smethport, long, sustained drive. That one, 80 yards. They've had a couple 75-yard drives here tonight. And again, this game far from over. Still 8:46 to go. But you have to if you're Smethport, you have to like the way you're moving the ball on the ground. And not only do you get the ball in the end zone, but you chew up clock now as we're under 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter with 8:46 to play. And this will be Pelche to kick off for the Hubs. And back deep for Curwensville is Butler.
So that was a 6-minute and 13-second drive. Pooches that one high in the air. It is caught and then on the ground. It was on the ground, put on the ground by Cameron Spencer. Whose football is it? Looks like it is going to be Spencer getting back on top of that football.
So bullet dodge there for the Golden Tide. That ball was, that almost looked like a fly ball in baseball. That's how high that ball
put
went
it at
there.
the 36-yard line or 37 here, Andy? 36.
So that's where Curwensville will take over. First and 10. They now trail by 11, 38-27, 8:44 to go, fourth quarter.
8:44, you said, Andy?
8:44. As McGarry will operate out of an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side.
Back to throw. Throws it short to Mullins, and Mullins is going to be out to about the 40-yard line.
So again, Curwensville, time will start to become an issue here. Well, 8.5 minutes to go. They've scored so quickly, I guess not. But I think they'll try and pick up the pace here a little bit. 2nd and 7 from the 40.
Looking to throw. Looks to go deep. He's got a receiver out there, Terry, and he overthrows him by about 3 yards at the 42-yard line of Smethport.
And that's McGarry has been very accurate tonight. That's one of only a couple really where he's had a guy open and missed him.
He is now 13 of 21 for 312 yards.
13 completions for over 300 yards. That's I'm not going to try and do the math there, but that's a heck of a yards per completion.
3rd down and 6. Noise being made by the Smethport fans. Back to pass is McGarry. He's going to go deep, flipping on the play and then recovering, and it's incomplete. Ty Terry slipped. He got back up, had a chance to make the catch, and he doesn't. And it'll bring up a 4th down.
I thought he was going to recover and make a fantastic catch there. He's made so many great plays tonight that you just expect Terry to make that. And see what Curwensville does here.
They're going to punt the ball?
It looks like. Again, still a lot of time left. But my only concern,
there is 8:03 to play. The last Smethport drive, though, took up over 6 minutes.
Yeah, again.
So Mullins will punt. They're going to put one guy back. That is Ogden, standing at about his own 20-yard line. Here's the punt. It is away. Ogden is going to let it hit at the 25, and it'll roll out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. We'll see where they mark it out of bounds over there on the far side. So they're going to mark it at the 25, which is a joke because it went out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
But
it's incredible that they're marking that ball at the 25, Andy. It literally was over the 25. Why would you give a team 2 extra yards just so you can put it down on the line?
Well, they like lines.
Well, they do like lines. There's no question there.
So that's where Smethport will take over. 7:54 to go here in the fourth quarter. They lead by 11, 38-27. And we're going to get a timeout here. I think we did. No. Well, both teams coming over the sideline.
Not sure what this is about. Well, let's take a break with them, Andy. 38-27.
The next time you have a project that needs done, call Boots Construction at 814-598-8893. Boots Construction is a full-service, honest, reliable contractor offering quality products at competitive pricing. Call 814-598-8893 or send them a message on Facebook at facebook.com/bootsconstruction.com.
Back here at Smethport. Taking over here at the 25-yard line will be the Hubbers, up 38-27 with 7:54 to play. It'll be a chance for Smethport now to put the game away. Curwensville's defense is going to have to come up with a stop. Something we haven't really seen them do a whole lot is Smethport has 465 total yards of offense, including 357 on the ground.
Yeah, and if you're a downhill physical running team like Smethport, you live for moments like this. We'll see if they can put the icing on this game or if Curwensville comes up with a big stop here.
So Lent will come out of the gun. He moves Mason to his right. He's got Pelche to his right. He's going to left. He's going to hand it to Mason. Mason's got all kinds of room. He's at the 30, the 40. He's over the 50. They're probably going to mark him down right at the 50-yard line. That's what they do. No, they're going to mark him at look like the 49-yard line possibly, but Ryan Mason with a big burst up the middle at the 50. Yes, they do mark him at the 50.
Great blocking there again from Smethport to spring that big run. And these linemen are relishing this right now. They know exactly what they're going to do. We're going to run the ball down your throat, and we're saying you can't stop it.
That is now 490 yards of total offense for the Smethport Hubbers. Down to 7:20 on a running fourth quarter clock. Out of the gun is Lent. Lent's going to keep it himself, looking for room to run. He doesn't really have much, and now he finds some. Oh, my goodness, as he takes on tacklers, he might have another first down.
He does. That's unbelievable. He was stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, he was absolutely stopped in the backfield. They're going to mark it at the 40-yard line. It's going to be a first down for Smethport. Another Costas Ace Hardware first down for the Hubbers.
And Curwensville's got to be thinking, what else do we have to do? I mean, we read that play correctly. We had Lent dead to right's the backfield. He still comes up and gets a first down.
That's 500 yards of total offense now for Smethport on 51 plays. That's just a tick under 10 yards of play for the Hubbers.
Wow.
They have first down and 10 at the 40. Clock is now under 6.5 minutes to play. Lent is going to hand it here to Mason. Mason's got some room around the left edge. He'll be tripped up by McGarry at the 35, maybe the 34-yard line.
So again, I mean, Smethport just picking yardage up in chunks now.
They will. Where are they marking this ball? They're going to mark it at the 34-yard line. I think that puts three guys over 100 yards. It does. They've got three guys over 100 yards. Noah Lent, 145. Ryan Pelche, 130. And Ryan Mason, 123 on the ground for Smethport.
Boy, when's the last time you saw that?
It is old-fashioned Smethport Hubber football right now. As out of the gun is Noah Lent from the 34-yard line. It is second down and 4. He's going to hand it to Pelche. The ball's on the ground. Did Pelche get it back? I think he did. He did. He dropped that football, but he's able to rush it back and get it and avoids disaster for Smethport.
That was the break Curwensville needed, and, man, they almost got it. Smethport fortunate there to hang on to the football and sets up a 3rd and 4 and keeps the clock moving as well.
So Pelche, it looked like he just dropped the ball. Do you think it was knocked out, Andy, or do you think he just dropped it?
I think it was knocked out.
So Curwensville had their opportunity right there. They weren't able to get on the loose pigskin. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 from the 34. Here's Lent with it. He's going to keep it, and he's going to get the first down inside the 30.
Just vintage Noah Lent right there, picking his way for the first down and keeps the chains moving for Smethport and the clock moving as well, as we're down to 4:38 on a running fourth quarter clock.
Going to have the ball at the 26-yard line here. Pickup of 8 on the play.
And now I think you'll see Curwensville start to use their timeouts.
They don't use it on first down as we've fallen under 4:20 on a counting clock here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the 26. Go the Hubbers. They're going to use as much of this play clock as they can, as it's under 3 now. Lent, the senior quarterback, will snap it at 1 and hand it off to Pelche. Pelche over the right side. He's got room. There's a flag down, though, as Pelche picks his way inside the 5-yard line. This is coming back, however, as there's a flag at the 24-yard line. It's going to be a hold on Smethport. It'll just be a matter of where they mark it from.
Like the 20, the flag's at the 24.
And it looks like they're going to mark it from the 25. Yep, they're going to mark it from the 25. So that'll mark it down to the that'll bring it back to the Curwensville 35 on that holding call on Smethport.
Make it 1st and 18.
So actually it's 1st and 19 from the 35. They've got to get to the 16-yard line. So it's first down and 19. But, in a lot of ways that you don't care because
the clock keeps moving.
Well, right now it doesn't. Right now it's stopped.
Well, it was moving and it stopped.
It was moving. Now they're asking for a play clock reset. We've seen on offensive false starts that it moves. So is it possible that it doesn't run here though? It doesn't run here. What an interesting rule that is, that it runs on a false start but not on a holding penalty.
So 3:51 to go.
So Lent will run it himself. He's got some room. He's at the 30, the 25, inside the 20. There's another flag down as he goes to the 15. I think this is a face mask on Curwensville.
It is.
As Noah Lent gets the ball down to the 16-yard line.
Personal foul face mask.
It'll be at the 16 they're going to mark it from, so it should move the ball to the 8-yard line.
And Ryan Mason getting the crowd fired up here. And I think Smethport can start to feel a little bit now.
So they're going to mark it from the 16, which should mark it to the 8.
They will put the ball down at the 9, where it will be first and goal for Smethport. 3:42 to go. And the clock starts.
So Noah Lent again comes out of the pistol formation with Pelche to his right, behind him, and Mason to his right. And he's going to hand it to Pelche. Pelche digs his way close to the 5-yard line, which right now Smethport would rather hold on to the football and take longer to score. If you're Curwensville, you might want to just consider letting them score.
I'm a little surprised that they have all 3 of their timeouts left. They haven't used them yet. I mean, I guess they haven't stopped Smethport, so it hasn't mattered that much.
But there, right there, you think you might have used a timeout if you were Jim Thompson.
I think I would have used one there.
Either that, or you should just let them score and hope for 3 touchdowns. As slim as those possibilities are. So Lent's going to let that play clock go all the way down to 1 as we're now under 2:35 to play. And Lent's going to keep it himself. And Lent is going to cut towards the end zone. Is he in? He is. It's a touchdown for Smethport's Noah Lent with just 2:30 to play. The Hubbers go up 44-27.
And that drive will just about seal it for Smethport. And that was vintage Hubbers football. Again, this offensive line that has done yeoman's work all night long. And 3 guys over 100 yards. Man, that's impressive.
That was a 75-yard drive that used 5 minutes and 24 seconds. That's all we were talking about, maybe not punting if you were Curwensville on that last possession.
Yep. And that's exactly what they did on the previous drive as well. They covered 80 yards. And again, the time of possession discrepancy is just massive.
Well, I'm looking at, I'm not sure exactly. I'd have to redo it now because it's not as massive as it was before, Andy, but there were some things that might have gotten screwed up with the time of possession. So we're not going to worry about that right now. So out of the gun will come Lent. They're going for 2. He throws it wide open in the back of the end zone. Is that Higley again?
It is.
It is.
So Higley catches the 2-point conversion pass from Lent. And with 2:30 remaining in the ball game, it is Smethport 46, Curwensville 27. And the Hubs look like they're going to be moving on here in the District 9 Class 1A playoffs.
They will play at Union High School against Union AC Valley next week.
And again, that'll be a rematch of a playoff game from a year ago, won by Smethport.
As Union AC Valley 31-8 winner over Cameron County.
Yep. So another good, season for Union AC Valley. I want to give a shout out to Cameron County too. I think they did I don't think many people looked at that team at the beginning of the year and thought they were going to be a playoff team, but kudos to them, on a good season.
Great season for the Curwensville Golden Tide, too. I mean, I don't want to put the game completely away, but down 20 or 19 with 2:30 to play, chances are this one's over. But a great season, record setters and Ty Terry and Dan McGarry. And, that's a group that a couple years ago had trouble winning any games, and they were very competitive for most of this football game tonight, and a very tough place to play over the years.
Yeah, and they've certainly come a long way in a short amount of time, that's for sure.
So Pelchi squibs it on the ground, and the ball is loose, and I think Curwensville recovers it.
They will. That's right at midfield. So
I don't think that might have been done on purpose. I think they're asking Higley, or not Higley, or Pelchi to do things that he's not necessarily comfortable doing, but they've just given Curwensville great field position though at midfield. And so maybe this one's not over yet. I mean, it's still a long shot, but man, that's not what you really wanted to do if you were Smethport.
No.
Now we're getting a timeout called by
Smethport.
Smethport will call a timeout here. We'll take it with them. 2:26 to play here on the Smethport Garage and Collision High School Football on D910sports.com. At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers. Back here at Smethport High School, want to thank Rick Woodring and all the people here at Smethport. They've been fantastic hosts all year long for us. We've been up here, 4 times, Andy?
4 times. And I'll tell you what, they treat us like gold up here, and very thankful for all the fine folks here at Smethport.
So with 2:26 to play, Dan McGarry looks to throw. It's going to be a trick play to Thad Butler. Butler is going to get a few yards, but for a trick play, that didn't go nearly quite the way I think that they would have liked it to have gone.
No, but going into the bag of tricks there is Curwensville, leaving everything out on the field now. It's going to be a pickup of 9, so they'll bring up a 2nd and 1 from the Smethport 41.
Who caught it originally, Andy? Terry. And then he flipped it back
to Butler. So 2nd and 1 from the Smethport 41, 2:18 to go. McGarry with Butler as a sidecar. McGarry back to pass, looking. Now he's going to take off. Now he throws to Butler. He's got Butler along the sideline. Butler's going to pick up a first down and then some, and he's going to be inside the 30 at about the 24. So a pickup of 16 yards on the play.
Down to 2:06 to play. Curwensville needs 3 scores. They're going to go trips to the left, 2 receivers trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. McGarry looking to throw, going for the end zone. He's got a receiver out there, Terry, and he overthrows him. And there's a flag down right, or is that a flag or is that a shoe? No, that's a flag. Oh. There's a flag down over there. Do they realize that there's a flag down? Looks like it's a holding call against Curwensville. So this is going to be a long one, I fear, on Curwensville.
Flag at the 30. That's looks like.
And they go from the spot, so they're going to mark it all the way back to the 40-yard line.
So the Hubbers or the Golden Tide need the 14 for a first down, so that'll make it a first
and 26. Well, what they really need is they need the end zone. And Adam Jack is telling his defensive backs to back up. Here's a throw over here to Jacobson on a screen. He has blockers. He'll pick his way into about the 32-yard line.
So that'll be a pickup of 8.
Going to put him down at the 32-yard line.
where it will be 2nd and 18 for Curwensville. Again, the clock running, 1:40 to go.
So again, out of the gun is McGarry. Looks to throw. Tries another pass to Butler. This one's over his head. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 18.
So 1:29 left to go now. 46-27 Smethport. Curwensville still with all 3 timeouts left.
They picked up a yard on the incomplete pass, though, Andy. And here's a handoff to Butler, and Butler's got some room, obviously, over on the left side, and there's another flag.
Yeah,
it's coming back.
Yep.
Just the way that it's gone for Curwensville here in the second half. That flag is about the 31, 32-yard line. And that'll bring up probably a 3rd and about 28. They're going to mark it, it looks like, from the 31 or 32.
31. So I'll move the ball back to the 41, make it 3rd and 27, if that's indeed where they spot it. And they do at the 41. So you have 3rd and 27 for the Golden Tide with 1:21 remaining.
So it's at the 41-yard line?
41. Clock starts. McGarry.
3rd and 27. McGarry in the gun, empty. Backfield, 3 receivers to the right. Looking to throw. Now he's under pressure, and he is going to get sacked. He is sacked back at the 45-yard line, and we get a late flag. I think they're going to get a horse collar here, or maybe it's something else.
It was Ryan Mason away from the play, and it was totally unnecessary.
Was it on Mason?
And he's throwing his arms in the air like, what did I do? But
who sacked him there? Did you get that?
Yep, that was Logan Herbert with the sack.
Number
65.
At the 45-yard line.
Yep.
Was the penalty after the play or during the play?
The penalty was after the play.
Is it an automatic first down, though, or is it still going to be a situation where it's a
So it would be 4th down, I do believe. 4th and 16. Ball at 30.
So it's at the 30-yard line. And we do believe it is 4th down. It is. It is 4th and 16, as they're saying it's a dead ball foul.
55 seconds left.
So last hope here, down by 3 scores. I mean, it's desperation time if you're Curwensville Golden Tide. McGarry's got 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly deep. He's got Terry, and the ball is knocked away, and that'll be your ball game.
Smethport is moving on, where they will face Union AC Valley in the semifinals. 48 seconds left on the clock. Smethport will take over on downs, but it's all just a formality at this point. Ball to 30. So I imagine Smethport will just take a knee here. They'll probably have to take 2 of them. As Lent will, I believe, come under center. He will. Yep. Hubbard's in victory formation. And not sure what the delay is here.
So that time of possession, Andy, 34 minutes and 23 seconds for Smethport, 12 minutes and 49 seconds for Curwensville.
That's unbelievable. That really is.
So now we're ready to go. Again in victory formation, and Noah Lent will just take the knee.
And They will have to snap it one more time as there's a 4-second differential between the game clock and play clock. But again, Curwensville, a game effort here, making the long trip to Smethport, but it will be the Hubbards that are moving on as Lent takes a knee, and that's your ball game, folks. Your final in the District 9 Class 1A quarterfinals, Smethport 46, Curwensville 27. And I believe we're going to take a quick break here. We are, and we'll be back with all your post-game coverage here on D9and10sports.com.
Smethport Collision and Garage upholds the high standards on which it was founded nearly 100 years ago. Smethport Collision, located at 107 South Mechanic Street, and Smethport Garage, located at 109 Hill Street, are conjoined businesses run by the finest employees who we consider family and who are dedicated to offering the best services for you and your family. Smethport Collision and Garage offers a variety of cosmetic and mechanical repairs for your vehicle, from auto body repair, oil changes, battery replacement, to inspections and more. Find out more at smethportcollision.wixsite.com or call them today at 814-887-5649.
The next time you have a project that needs done, call Boots Construction at 814-598-8893. Boots Construction is a full-service, honest, reliable contractor offering quality products at competitive pricing. Call 814-598-8893 or send them a message on Facebook at facebook.com/bootsconstruction.com.
Hobbs Landscaping in Eldred, PA has been servicing properties in 4 counties, McKean and Potter in Pennsylvania, as well as Cattaraugus and Allegheny in New York, for the past 12 years. Hobbs Landscaping can do it all for you. Contact Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549 today for a free estimate. Once again, call Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549.
Henry,
Smethport Collision and Garage upholds the high standards on which it was founded nearly 100 years ago. Smethport Collision, located at 107 South Mechanic Street, and Smethport Garage, located at 109 Hill Street, are conjoined businesses run by the finest employees who we consider family and who are dedicated to offering the best services for you and your family. Smethport Collision and Garage offers a variety of cosmetic and mechanical repairs for your vehicle, from auto body repair, oil changes, battery replacement, to inspections and more. Find out more at smethportcollision.wixsite.com or call them today at 814-887-5649.
At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers.
When you have a dumpster
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
For over 25 years, Venango Machinery Equipment and Appraisals has specialized in used heavy construction equipment and drilling equipment sales, handling such brands as John Deere, Caterpillar, Case, Hitachi, Komatsu, Bomag, Dresser, JCB, and others. In addition, we also have the knowledge and expertise to specialize in various service rigs and cable tool drill rigs, offer oil sampling analysis, and provide equipment and inventory appraisals. Let us help you save time and stretch your money as far as it will go. Visit us online at venangoequipment.com or give us a call at 814-677-6724.
Hold it like this, okay? Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356. Back here at Smethport High School, final score, the Smethport Hubbers 46, the Curwensville Golden Tide 27. Smethport moves on in this District 9 Class 1A playoffs, where they will play in the semifinals next week at Union High School against Union AC Valley. Time to take a look at our stats, part of our post-game show brought to you by Potter County Campground. Potter County Family Campground, camping all year round in God's country. PotterCountyCamping.com. Taking a look at our statistics brought to you by the Brooks You Are Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award. Smethport racks up 541 yards of total offense, 394 for Curwensville, as the Hubbers had 3 different runners reach over 100 yards, led by Noah Lent, 25 carries, 177 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Ryan Pelche, 15 carries for 135 yards, and Pelche scored 1 touchdown. Ryan Mason, 14 for 123 yards. He also had a pair of touchdown runs for Curwensville, for Smethport. Lent was also 4 of 4 for 108 yards, and we now have our player of the game, Noah Lent of the Smethport Hubbers, and go ahead with it.
Right. Yep, we are down here on the field with Noah Lent following Smethport's 46-27 District 9 quarterfinal win over Curwensville. Noah, first of all, congratulations. How you feeling? I know you took a shot there.
It was a nail biter the first half, but we dug down and fought through it, got through it, and here we are with a win.
What adjustments did you guys make at halftime? Because they had a lot of success through the air in the first half, and then you only give up the 1 score there in the second half.
Right. They saw I went down, so they were taking shots at me. So we moved our money backer, we call it. We pressed him on my guy, and I just helped over top and shut him right down.
And offensively, 3 guys, you guys, 3 guys over 100 yards rushing. What does that say about your offensive line?
They're studs. They really executed well tonight. They dug deep and got the job done. Give it all to them.
And just how much fun is this playoff football on your home field as a senior? Just take me through all the emotions.
It's awesome. The home crowd, they get cheering, then the coaches get yelling. It's just fun, especially when you come out with the win. It's a great time.
And you guys now will have a rematch with Union AC Valley. They won tonight also. I know you guys played them in the playoffs last year as well. How much are you looking forward to that?
Well, we just got through this, so now
I don't go too soon.
Get to work, get a game plan, and hopefully come out with a win there.
And just lastly, after missing the last game, how nice was it to get back out on the field?
It feels great. I missed it. It's good to be back.
All right, Noah, well, congratulations. Go enjoy the win with your teammates, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next week. All right, that was Smethport's Noah Lent, our Allegheny Grill Foxburg player of the game.
Thanks to Andy and Noah for that interview. Big thanks there, as Noah Lent over 200 yards of total offense, 108 passing to go with 170. What was it again? Sorry, folks. 177 on the ground for Noah Lent. As we were doing our statistics, Ryan Pelche, 15 carries, 135 yards in the touchdown. Ryan Mason, 14 carries, 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. Alex Ogden, 2 catches for 69 yards and a score. For Curwensville, big game from Ty Terry. He had 6 catches, 209 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Dan McGarry, 16 of 26 passing, 346 yards, 3 touchdowns, also threw an interception. McGarry ended up losing 14 yards rushing. He actually gained 16, but he was sacked a number of times and lost 30 there. Thad Butler, 6 carries, 67 yards. He also had 4 catches for 82 yards and a touchdown. McGarry did score a touchdown on the ground. It's take a look at our scoring summary. Scoring summary brought to you by All American Awards and Engraving. Smethport scores 12 points in the first quarter to take a 12-0 lead at the end of the quarter. Noah Lent gets the scoring started on a 1-yard run. Then he throws a 25-yard touchdown pass to Brandon Higley. Curwensville comes back and outscores Smethport 20-12 in the second quarter. They actually took a 20-18 lead as Dan McGarry with an 8-yard run to make it 12-7 after Mason scored on a 27-yard run for Smethport to make it 18-7. It was a 56-yard McGarry to Thad Butler touchdown pass makes it 18-13. Then Ty Terry from 73 yards away gives Curwensville the lead at 20-18 with 3:04 to play in the second quarter. But with just 25 seconds to go in the quarter, Alex Ogden, a 40-yard touchdown pass from Noah Lent, and the Hubbers led 24-20 at the half. In the third quarter, Smethport made it 30-20 on a 2-yard Ryan Mason touchdown run. But back came Curwensville on a 44-yard McGarry to Ty Terry touchdown pass to make it 30-27 with 2:59 to go in the third quarter. A 9-play, 80-yard drive ensued for Smethport. Took 6:13 off the clock. Ryan Pelchey, the 12-yard touchdown run, made it 38-27. Then late in the game, Curwensville elected to punt the ball away, and Smethport made them pay, going on a 9-play, 75-yard drive to put the game away, taking 5:24 off the clock. Noah led the 5-yard touchdown run. That's where we ended at 46-27. So as we take a look now at our scoreboard, brought to you by Swift Kennedy & Company, SwiftKennedyandCo.com, the official insurance provider of D9 and 10 Sports.com. And it was, Andy, do you have the scoreboard up for me? And Andy getting his headphones back on as he's come back up from the field.
All right, folks. Looking at the District 9 playoffs, and also in Class 1A tonight, Union AC Valley, as we talk to Noah there, a 31-8 winner over Cameron County. Port Allegheny, as we mentioned on the air, 14-12 winner over Keystone. So they'll match up with Red Bank Valley next week. In the Class 3A championship game, Clearfield 49, St. Mary's 27.
In that game, Clearfield 35 points in the second quarter, Andy.
Wow.
Big game from Oliver Ballad, unofficially 11 of 14 for 213 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also ran for 3 touchdowns, so that's 6 touchdowns combined by Oliver Bullitt. 12 carries for 61 yards. Mark McGonigal, 17 carries, 128 yards and a touchdown. And Carson Klein, 6 catches for 116 yards and 3 scores. Those Battling Bison stats brought to you by Seaway Wood and Seven Mountains Media. They'll play Bedford with a chance to give head coach Tim Janoko his 300th career win next week.
Wow, that's just an absurd number of wins. Looking at the score, trying to get a final on this, don't have it confirmed yet, but last check in a District 8, District 9 for a sub-regional University Prep 14, Du Bois 13 in the fourth quarter. We'll see if we can get you any update on that if we have it. Over in District 10, Class 1A semifinals, Cochranton 14, Maplewood 12. So the 5th seed Maplewood giving Cochranton the top seed, all that can handle there. But Cochranton moving on where they will face Reynolds, a 56-27 winner over Eisenhower. In the Class 2A semifinals, Farrell all over Greenville 60-14, and Wilmington a 41-21 winner over Northwestern. And in sub-regional play in Class 5A, Cathedral Prep all over Brashear 50-24. And then there were 2 teams wrapping up their seasons with regular season games. Lakeview 28, Mercyhurst Prep 21, and Corey 39, Girard 21.
And Andy, back to that University Prep game. It's live on Mega Rock right now, and University Prep just taking knees as the clock winds down. They're going to beat Du Bois 14-13, and Du Bois's playoff losing streak is going to continue. They haven't won a playoff game since the 90s.
Wow, that's hard to believe.
And do have some unofficial stats from the Cameron County Union AC Valley game that might interest some of our Smethport listeners, considering they play Union AC Valley next week, courtesy of Mike Strike of Cameron County. As I wait for those to load, your final thoughts about tonight's game?
I thought it was a gutty effort by Smethport. Curwensville came up here and they played them tough. They made big plays in the passing game. I think Curwensville's athleticism on the outside was obvious, but credit to Smethport. They made the adjustments, and this really became a line of scrimmage game in the second half, and Smethport did a great job of controlling the line of scrimmage. I mean, when you have 3 guys go over 100 yards rushing, I mean, that's just that says a lot about your offensive line, and they did a phenomenal job. And that's what wins games this time of year. It was the run game, the line of scrimmage, and the defense. And I thought the defense was much better in the second half for Smethport, and credit to them for making the adjustments.
Yeah, looking at some of those stats in that win by Union AC Valley over Cameron County, Bailey Crispin, the quarterback, 7-17 passing, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception unofficially. Brody Dittman was 3 of 4 passing for 64 yards. Mikey Card, 17 carries, 50 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dittman also ran for a touchdown. Ryan Cooper had 3 catches for 63 yards and a score. And Dawson Camper had a catch for 20 yards and a score. Really the story there was the Union AC Valley defense. They limited Cameron County to 127 yards of total offense and really shut down Maddox Boffman. Boffman was just 1 of 13 for 7 yards and 2 interceptions. Dylan Reeder did rush for 80 yards and a touchdown for Cameron County in the loss there. And not sure if we've got any Port Allegany stats to share yet or not. Let me check one other place for those here, and I will let you know if we've got anything on that game yet. It should be an exciting semifinal round in Class 1A football.
Yeah, again, Smethport, Union AC Valley, and Red Bank Valley will take on Port Allegany. Credit to Port Allegany, by the way. That's that's a program that again has really improved over the last couple of years under Justin Biankowski and company, and they'll draw the juggernaut that is Red Bank Valley again. That loss at the beginning of the season to Keystone, a distant memory. And like you said, should be a great pair of semifinal games next week in Class 1A.
Well, Andy, thanks for joining me again tonight. Special thanks again to all of the Smethport people up here this year. Was a great year coming up here and doing some games from Hubbardville. Rick Woodring, the athletic director, probably in his last year, he's been here forever. Has done a fantastic job making sure that we were welcomed up here, and Paul Costa and all the other folks in the press box did a great job. So we really appreciate that. We appreciate all the people all over District 9 whenever we show up to do games. Everybody's very accommodating for us, and we'll see if we have a game next week. We might have these Smethport Hubbers at Union AC Valley. We may have another game. Port Allegany's at Red Bank. You've got Central Clarion playing Carson City. There's something out there that we might do. One of us might end up going down to cover Tim Janoka winning 300, possibly 300 games as well. So just stick with D9 and 10 Sports. We're hoping to bring you Clarion volleyball in the opening round of the PIAA playoffs coming up Tuesday night. Again, just stick to d9and10sports.com for all that information. We appreciate all of you out there that are still with us tonight. We apologize for the technical difficulties that we had earlier in the third quarter with some of the sound, and for you guys sticking with us, we really appreciate that. Want to thank our sponsors one last time here. Costa's Ace Hardware. Costa's Ace Hardware has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Call them at 814-887-5542. Also, Hobbs Landscaping, serving McKean and Potter County, Pennsylvania, and Cattaraugus and Allegheny counties, New York for the last 13 years. Hobbs Landscaping can do it all for you. Contact Hobbs Landscaping at 814-598-2549 for a free estimate. Also, McCain Trucking. You'll never get penalized if you use McCain Trucking for all your dumpster and rental needs. McCain Trucking is located around the Route 6 corridor and can be reached at 814-598-8644. Like them on Facebook at facebook.com/MCKAN Trucking. Also, Boots Construction. The touchdown drives today were built by Boots Construction, a full-service, honest, reliable contractor offering products at a competitive price. Call Boots today at 814-598-8893. Send them a message on Facebook at bootsconstruction.com. That's BOOTES construction.com. Also, Hamlin Bank and Trust with locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, and Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust focuses on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile. Check them out online at hamlinbank.com. So, any last words, Andy?
Yeah, this is Chris. This is such a fun time of year. Playoff football, playoff across all the sports landscape. And again, Smethport, just a yeoman's effort tonight. Impressive before Curwensville came up here ready to play, but Smethport flexed their muscle, I should say, in the second half to come away with the win tonight. And curious to see what that game holds next week with Union AC Valley.
Hey, folks, until next week, this is Chris Rossetti for Andy Close saying good night.